Okay, so what I'm going to do is, this looks like actually like a book, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to read. It's like I'm reading to you, and this is actually going to become a book someday. But I'm going to read to you, and this is kind of, I'm going to read, and then what you're going to do is you're going to say, Daryl, and I'm going to stop. And then I'm going to stop sometimes, and then we're going to talk about what I just did, and then I want you to participate, okay? I really do want you to participate here. We got 3 hours, okay? All right? So I really like us to just embrace this, okay? And see what we can do, all right? So understand something that some of you, I remember you from you were some of my lectures, and for me it really is about life and lightening up. You know, whether you're detoxing to lighten your toxic load, or whether you're going in and taking a look at your belief systems to see if they even work anymore. You know, you're all on, no, when I say all, I hope you understand that I don't mean all. And when I say it, I'm generalizing. So whenever you feel like, he doesn't know me, how can he judge me like that? I'm just talking. It's just that if I have to always walk on thin ice, okay, then we're all going to be in trouble. So don't take anything as a judgment. That'll be a really good test tonight. Okay, because I mean nothing personal, because I know you may not believe this, but I love you all dearly. And listen, it took me a lot of work to get to where I am today, and every day I work on this. I'm giving you the program that I do every day. Okay? And this program, it took me years and years to get to here and to perfect. But I have patients that come to me and they're suicidal, patients who want to get divorced, patients who are on very bad drug addiction, alcohol, patients that have low self-esteem, rape patients, and I'm telling you, this program works. Now, this program is not my program. I actually own nothing. I've borrowed everything. Okay? There's times that I come up with ideas, but I know that they're not my ideas. They came from up above, or somewhere down below, or somewhere. They came from people, or they came from a higher source. But everything we just borrow. But we already know everything. And when I talk to you tonight, that's not new. You'll say, that's not new. But then there'll be something that will just spark you, and it'll just fit, and it'll all come together. Do you know how you always say, you know what? I've told my husband that 100 times, then he goes out with his friend, has a beer, and comes home and goes, honey, you know what? I just had an aha moment, and I've been talking to him all my life. But you know, see, then you get upset about that, but guess what? You sowed the seed. It took that long to root. The guy who said, when he went for the beer, and he said the same thing that you said a million times, he wouldn't even heard it. It was the love of your persistence that did it. So, you know, we need to look at things properly, because what happens is we undermine ourselves when we think that we're not respected by the person, right? And I really don't care if you respect me, so. And I mean that. I don't care. You don't have to respect me, and you can like me, not like me. And when I say this, I repeat this a lot, and you're going, why is he doing that all the time? Because I need you to understand something. That the world is an illusion, and it will never give you happiness. I love Lori, and I don't count on Lori for my happiness. When I met Lori and we came together, I said, Lori, if you ever love me more than you love yourself, our relationship is over. I'm done with those. And you can laugh, but I guarantee you that that is first and foremost. The only reason why we have trouble with romance is because we've never had one with ourselves. All right, let's start, okay? And I'm just going to read, all right? Believe it or not, I threw this together the 3 days before I left to come here, right? And I tried to skinny it down, okay? All right, I live in this world, but I am not part of it. I do not participate in the majority of its beliefs or programs. It is not my source. Yes, I do pay taxes, but I only pay taxes because I tried not paying them before and I got in big trouble. So, you know, when you're in Rome, you know, you do as the Romans. So I will go that far, all right? And I don't mind, because I'm abundant and I can make as much money as I want. Just find your passion and you'll do that. If you're not making money, you haven't found your passion. And if you found your passion and you're not making money, it's because you have no value. That's it. We'll keep going. And if somebody would like to rebuttal that or challenge me, I'd love to have that because I need something to keep me awake right now. Okay? No, I'm kidding. I am no longer scared or live in fear of the government, medical system, cancer, death, dying, or living. And I need no one's approval, and I need no one's love. Anybody got something to say? What? How could you not love me? I do not need anybody's love, but how could you not love me? And I love you. And you don't have to worry about anybody loving you, so you don't need their love because they're automatically going to love you when you love yourself totally and embrace who you are and approve of yourself. The only time that I never felt love for myself in my life is when I did not approve of who I was. We'll let that sink in. Yes? Okay, but you know what we're not going to do? We're not going to go down that path today because I am not a psychopath. And you know what? And there was also a lady that drank enough water that she drowned in California. Are you kidding me? So, you know, if you want to pull out circumstances that are unusual here tonight, then you're trying to block things for yourself. And that's what I'm going to ask you, why you just pulled that story out. We haven't even got into this thing and there's already doubt over there. So I will pull everything out, I will let, and when I say that lovingly to you. But right away you wanted to put the stopper in. So that's okay. So let's keep going. And I love it. Thank you. The world tries to sell us on illusion that it will provide us health, happiness, and prosperity. It will do none of that for us. Because when it really comes down to it, life or death, we'll first look after our family and then usually people will just look after themselves. So you have to understand something. We came here alone to experience ourselves, to learn about ourselves. Do you understand that you've been alive forever? Yes, you've had your memory erased. Now you're down here and you're doing this thing that you do. But when you leave here, you're leaving alone. You're leaving alone. And don't be lonely and don't be fearful because as soon as you leave, it's as fast as that you're just on to a new adventure. And don't cry about your mother dying, your father dying. For gosh sakes, they just went on to a new adventure. And you know what? You don't know. You all could have been my brothers or sisters or mothers or fathers, you know, on other planets or in other times or other time zones. Let's not get so personal and choked up. You know, victimitis is not a really good thing, and it's spreading around like crazy. And you know what? Let's get over that and get off the bloody cross. You know, we're going to talk about that too. And some people may not like this part when we get to this part, okay? Okay. When you choose to think, talk, and live the way the majority lives, you have chosen to live a painful and frustrating life. I mean, that's kind of obvious. All right? I mean, most people only see very small glimpses of joy and love throughout the day. I will tell you something. I have a golden rule. No matter what goes on, what goes wrong, I allow myself 30 seconds of insanity. Think about any problem that you ever have, and you never ever have a problem in the present moment. If you love yourself because you're only working on a solution. Okay? All happiness is caused by denying or resisting the present moment. I want you to take that in now. This is really important. All unhappiness is caused by denying or resisting the present moment. How many of you actually are in the present moment right now? Or you're thinking about something in the past that happened, or you're thinking about your future, how you can use this, instead of just breathing and being here right now. So you know what I teach my kids, right? Well, the first thing I did when I really woke up was I apologized to my children that I did teach them some good things, but most of the stuff I taught them was dysfunctional. And that I would help them along the way if they wanted, and you know, and I did say, forgive me. But I did not know better, and I did not know better. I would never raise my kids like I did again. There would never ever be a punishment. There would be an observation, but there would never be a judgment. There is no such thing as Judgment Day. That's an illusion. And there will be no such thing as Judgment Day from my God. My God only loves me, and he never even thinks about anything. And even when I'm down here kicking the living crap out of myself, he's not up there crying, moaning, groaning. He's just up there creating universes. And you know what? He said, you're on your own. You go down there, choose whatever you want. Think about whatever you want. And whatever you think about, I'm going to give you more of. And you're on your own, and I'll see you when you get back home, sweetheart. People are either excited or fearful about their future. Both of these are distractions that keep us from the present moment. So, you know, I've got a lot of things going on. If I sat here and told you all the things that are happening in my life right now, you know, but it's not, I don't talk about them. I take today. I take this moment when I get there. Of course, I think about, okay, I've got to go do total health, so I better get this thing together, right? But I stay in the present moment to finish the project and enjoy the present moment. And whether I'm doing this or I'm cleaning a toilet in my clinic, because I don't mind cleaning toilets, I will be in gratitude of cleaning that toilet. And there's a lot of times that I would never be in gratitude about cleaning a toilet. Yeah, Dr. Wolf cleaning a toilet, are you kidding? There was a time when I would never do that. Never time to think about it. But aren't you just happy to exist? Do you ever just go, I am so happy to exist. Would you rather be a doorknob? Okay, we must make conscious decision each and every day and every moment not to live in the past or the future. Now this is the kicker right there. Because 95% of your day you are in the past or the future. So you're never experiencing the moment. And you can only experience joy in the moment. Because everything else is an illusion. When I was born in the moment. When I die, it'll be the moment. And when I die, I want to be there. I want to experience that in all its greatness. Because I'm just moving on to a new thing. And it's not like I'm in a hurry. Yeah. When we get done here tonight.
Does that feel like it's been happening slowly?
Yeah, and you know, well, no, it's been happening because you wouldn't be sitting here with me. This is the nail. We're going to hit the nail on the head tonight. And no more than a little bit more than a month, you're going to own this thing. And if you don't own it, you'll put it on the shelf and then you're going to take it back. I swear to God to you that everybody here is going to have it. The only reason why you're not going to have it is, guess what? That you can't give up your reality map. We all have reality maps. We're going to get into that, okay? What problem do you have right now, not in 5 minutes from now, not tomorrow, but right now? What problem do you have right now? I know, we never have one in the moment. And when there's a problem in the moment, we take action. So we never ever have a problem. And if you didn't have a problem, this wouldn't be called an adventure. So why did you even come? Nobody likes to be bored. If everything just went smooth, that's why you came down here, because up there you're going, whoa, enough of this fluffy stuff. You know what? Look at down there. People are actually killing themselves, and you have to fight for your life, and you go down there and you get your memory erased, and then you got to fight for your spirit, you know? And it's a male-dominant world. I think I'll go down there as a woman and get the living crap kicked out of me. Yo, that was a mistake. Okay. If you continually think about the future, then you are wasting the present moment. Okay, but everybody knows that stuff. We'll get into some juicier stuff, okay? Don't let a belief in the future create unhappiness in the present. Okay, so how many times have you actually worried about something in the future and it never happened? Now, how many times have you worried about the same thing always happening and it never happens? But guess what? It's only for the grace of your spirit wanting to have joy that it didn't happen as fast. It gets staved off, but I swear to God that just keep thinking about that. What you don't want to happen, it's coming for you. Yeah. And then you can say, see, I told you it was going to happen. Yeah, because you're the creator of everything. You were created by the Creator to come down here and create. You weren't sent down here to be punished. You said, holy smokes, that place is a nutbag. I'm going down there. I can do it. And I'm doing it. And you can do it. I'll be happy when my bills are paid. How many people said that? They're never going to be paid. You never get your bills paid. Just like the government will never get the taxes paid down. That's all an illusion. That's all an illusion. I don't care about bills. If I want something, I go and I buy it. I just go and I buy it. But then, you know what? I need less and less. The more you love yourself, the less you need to buy, because you don't need the distraction of, oh God, I wouldn't want to be with myself too long. You know, I wouldn't want to think about myself, you know, too long. You cannot receive correct answers unless you are fully in the present moment. That's it right there. And I tell my kids, I go, okay, all right, okay, because right now my kids are at that drama queen age, right? But then I love being a drama queen too, but I love having fun with people. So I'm not really a drama queen, I just love being a drama queen. Maybe I just want to be a queen. Maybe I was a queen. I don't know. But I just go, okay, now look at, just breathe, just slow down here. And when my patients come in, or they call me up, and it's like they do. Like I'm just getting on the plane, and one of my patients are calling up and going, her name's Darlene, and she's just freaking right out. And all she's having is she's been on my program, and she's been doing so well, okay? And guess what? She's been doing so well for so long that her subconscious mind is getting to the point that it's crippling, and it's getting reprogrammed. And it built up all this energy, right? It's like, you know, you've gone out with someone and you want to have your own independence, and they're letting you, and then all of a sudden they just blow up and lose it, right? Because they want to hold you back because they feel they're losing you. So then she's having this big drama thing, right? So, you know, I worked with her, but I told her she's never allowed to call me like that again and do that. And I said, oh, I don't know why I'm doing it. What's going on? It just sounded like she was going to die. She called my office, and you know what she said in my office? You better call her right away. There's an emergency. I don't know what's happening. Maybe somebody's died in her house or in her family. And I go, no, I knew it. It was time. And I wasn't upset with her because it was time. And I go, yep, you're right on schedule. And I said, now I just want you to breathe, and I want you to know that you made this whole thing up, and I'm just about to get on a plane, and now I've been on with you for 20 minutes, and I don't mind, but you are never doing this again. You're allowed that one brain fart. That's it. And I said, all it is that you gave into your subconscious and you forgot to do the work, and you haven't been doing the work for a few days. I know, I've been really busy. I go, no, that's not it. And you didn't do the work on purpose, because guess what? I'll tell you why in a minute, a few minutes. Okay, I'll be happy when I get that raise. I'll be happy when I fall in love. Now, do you remember communism? Everybody has to give up their life and have a really hard life. And millions of people died for communism because the future was going to be so good. Don't ever give up anything today to think that the future is going to be better down the road. Don't ever give up anything today to think that the future is going to be better, because your future is your present moment. Your life is your present moment. Your joy can only be there. You know, I'll be happy when I get there. Just think when we get that new house. Won't it be great? You know what I'm talking about. You know, you're going out with someone and it goes, oh, we should have a child. Yeah, that's what we need to do. We haven't fixed the relationship yet. And then we should buy a bigger house. And then we should go on a few trips. Answers will come to you, but if you are not fully in the moment, you will not recognize them. You are in a different time zone. So the answer will actually come, but you cannot receive it because you're in a different time zone, because answers only come in the present. So if you're thinking about the future or worried about the future, but you're looking for an answer, then you can't get it because it was back in the present. You know, you heard that saying, God only whispers. So you need to quiet your mind. You know, I get up almost every night, and I swear this is the truth. In between 2:30 and 3:30 every night, I take notes. And guess what? I just realized after all this time I had an iPhone, and now I don't have to get up in the middle of the dark turn on the lights, and go find a pen and a paper. I remembered I had my iPhone, so now I can go in and sit in the bathroom on the toilet and actually take my notes. And I'm like, whoa, that's why I like the toilet. Hey, you watch yourself. Hey, some of the best things I do are on the toilet. Okay. If you're not in the present moment, but in the past or the future, you will get answers, but they will be the wrong ones. And that's when you always have to go back and clean up the mess. Because when you're in the past, okay, when you're in the past, right, you have regrets. When you have regrets and you're in the past, you're using old information because your mind, when you figure out something out with your mind, it can only be from the past, so you have to make a mistake. The only way that you can make a decision, and a correct one, is be in the present, because when you're in the present, you're drawing from source. You're not drawing from your subconscious, because your subconscious will only take past experience, right, and recycle it over and over again, because that's its only safe zone. All right. Did you get that? Okay. Your intuition only works when you are in the present moment. Your point of power is only in the present moment. There is no sense in asking for an answer when you're not in the present to receive it. So when you're like, oh my God, this is, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? Go have a shower. Go have a shower. Chill out. Yeah, but I'm in a hurry. We have to have the answer right now. No, go have a shower. Until you, I know I've got a program, but for now, we would take a shower because we want to change our energy, and a shower will do that, right? You can't go have a nap. Do you ever notice, oh, I need a nap because I can't, Yeah, why do you think you snack? Why do you think you get tired? Well, because you're not living in the present moment. People in the present moment have abundant energy continually. People who live in the present moment are not sick. People in the present moment are not unhealthy. Do you get that? I'm always in the present moment. Yeah. Not always. When I said always, I meant a lot, but not always.
I wake up in the morning, and the first thing I say to my wife is, "Good morning, sweetie." And the first thing she might say to me is, "It's garbage day. Take the garbage out to the road."
Okay, so now what you want to do is get up in the morning, go into the bathroom, look in the mirror, and go, "Good morning, sweetie. Let's move on." Yeah, I'm being serious. When I say something, it's not a joke. Okay? And guess what? But you and her have a program. Right? So now what you're going to do is, you want to change the program?
Yeah, I want to.
Well, do you?
That's why I'm here.
Then don't get up in the morning and say, "Good morning, sweetie." Walk up to her and give her a hug. And then give her a kiss. And break the routine. Because when you say, "Good morning, sweetie," then she's supposed to say, "Take out the garbage." Thank you. Yeah. You can only create in the present. I just got to figure this out. I'm one of those guys, I got to figure out the whole trip. I got to figure out the whole plan. I've figured out my whole month. You can't even figure out when you're going to have a bowel movement, for God's sakes. Either can I. So that's why you stay in the present moment. Because when you're staying in the present moment and you're quiet, God gives you all the answers. Buddha gives you all the answers. Krishna gives you all the answers. Whoever you believe in gives you all the answers. Okay? That's who gives you the answers. And that is your source. It's your upper power. It's your spirit. Okay? All right. I need everyone to... Okay, all right. When you try to create from the past or the future, you will be draining vital energy from your body, mind, and spirit. And you always do. You can't do it. You can't do it. You can't go into the past to try to figure out what you're going to do today. Leave it alone. And just breathe. Well, I got to figure this thing out for tomorrow. No, you don't. You need to go to bed, and we'll go through what we do when we go to bed. I'm going to go through a routine with you, okay? All right. So, not you again. Okay.
Thought comes up, about something that somebody did to me that I interpreted bad in the past. And I hear all about God, forgiveness. forgive first? Do I forgive myself, or do I forgive that person about this past event that I previously have gone over and over in my mind?
Okay, I'm not going to answer it totally because we're going to go through this and it's going to come together. But here's where you want to get to. I just want to say this right now, just to get this clear. No matter what you do, I forgive you for the rest of your life. What I did with my children was I told them, no matter what you do or what you will ever do for the rest of your life, you're already forgiven. So don't ask for forgiveness because you're not going to get it, because you don't need it. Because guess what? Who in the heck needs more punishment? Everybody here, when something goes wrong and you do something that everybody considers was wrong, or somebody you love considers was wrong, you punish yourself so much that nobody else has to go and do it for you. Most people punish themselves so much that if somebody else did that kind of thing that you do to yourself, they go to jail. You don't need any more punishment. So let's just get over that. We need to get over that right away, right? And you know what? If you want to punish me for something tonight, I'm not accepting your gift. I'm not accepting your gift. Thank you. You know, if I vibrated at that level of hurt, because hurt people, I'm not going to hurt you. If you try to hurt me, all right? Hi, I was wondering when you were going to get here. Yes, thank you. You stopped me from talking, and she wants to ask a question.
I was about forgiveness. If I've done something, I want to ask you forgiveness because it makes me feel better. So.
Well, you know what? The thing is too, you know, we're going to get into that. There's a lot of people that I could forgive you, and it's never going to be enough. Because you know what? You're just an awful sinner. And you could never say forgiveness enough, right? No, but you couldn't forgive yourself enough because there's a self-worth thing going on there. Now, did you intentionally hurt me and then you realized that you didn't know that you were hurting me? Then you would say, hey, will you forgive me? I understand that if you intentionally did something. But, you know, there's going to be lots of times like somebody says to you, I'm hurt by that, you know, and you didn't know that you hurt them. I'm not going to say I forgive you. I'm going to go, well, what is it you think I did? I want to discuss that. I'm not just going to opt into that. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to opt into it. I'm not going to opt into that program. It's not happening. Let's do the program that we love each other so much, that we raise each other up. Yeah. And really, you know, please don't get me wrong, and I don't mean to step on anybody's toes, but that whole forgiveness thing is from the church. And, you know, I won't.
Because we suffer, because, you know, somebody hurt us so much.
No. No. Hold on. Somebody hurt you. Nobody hurts you. Nobody hurts you. Okay, we'll need to keep going here. But what happened is nobody hurt you. What they have is they have belief systems that don't match yours. You know what? There's people that believe I hurt them, but I did not hurt them. I have belief systems that don't match theirs, and they think I'm inappropriate. Listen, there's people that think I'm inappropriate right here, right now, tonight. And they will think that because my belief systems are different. When somebody's belief systems are different, you're being tested. And when listen, you can't hurt me. You're not going to hurt me because I know that you have belief systems, and those belief systems you're going to show them to me. Now, what's my belief system? My belief system that I don't have a belief system. I do not have a belief system. I process through love. And I'm going to teach you how to do that tonight. And you get hurt, okay, because you have victimitis. And I don't want to pick on anybody, so I'm not picking on you. But you're looking for the world to fill up your lonely, broken heart. And when it starts to do it and then it pulls back, well, I just knew it was like that. You can't find love. You can't find love anywhere. Only broken-hearted, empty people will fill up the heart of a broken, empty person. Now we got two broken, empty people, which means that we're going to have a broken marriage. Let's keep going, please. And it will come together, or it will just fall apart. I don't remember receiving one nickel from this. If you would have paid me. If you pay me, then that's fine. Then I will stand for it. Yeah.
Are you saying that we never have to say, I'm sorry?
Do you if you intentionally hurt me, then you know what? You might want to do that to recognize that, because you're letting your subconscious know that you know that what it's up to. Because it's not you that really hurt, it's your subconscious beliefs that hurt. You know, the person that actually murdered someone, you know, okay, now people are really going to love this one. But then let's just keep moving on, and please just not get sidetracked. Hitler went to heaven. Let's keep going. I need everyone to have an open mind and an open heart. Be free of judgment, for I may push buttons and test some boundaries. That came up at the right time. Now remember that everything I say is just my personal beliefs, and you don't have to accept them, so don't struggle here tonight. Just say, well, you know, we've got some kind of guru whack job thing happening, and then you'll feel better. If you choose not to believe what I say to you tonight, you will feel unsafe and uncomfortable. You will erase what I say because it does not compute to your subconscious map of reality. And that's okay, because it's your party. That's right, and you will. And if you want to cry, you go right ahead. Okay. The subconscious map reality can stop us from learning new beliefs and obtaining a higher quality life. If you are not who you want to be and not where you want to be, or have what you want in life, then you need a new map of reality. Are you with me? Okay. All right. I'm going to say one little thing, and then you can stick that in your pocket. Your subconscious is the most dumbest part of you, and it is what runs 98% of your day. And I need you to get this, because you, my dear lady, need to get this. Okay? All right.
When you say we're an automatic pilot?
We're not connected to our source. We need new strategies and values. If we wish to have a better life, your subconscious mind will resist you when you try to update your current belief systems in your map of reality. See, your subconscious is your protector. It's your protector. Anything new, it says no. It doesn't matter if it's good, bad for you, it doesn't matter. It's going to say no, because it's there to protect you. Because if you could create instantly and automatically, I could be dead right now. Somebody in your family could be dead right now. Oh, I wish you would just die. I hate my life. I just want to die. Boom. Whoa, dude, no. So that's why, you got to really want this. And whether you believe it or not, and I'll tell you something right now. Everything that you got and everything that you do and who you are, you only learned through repetition. You didn't learn it because of intuition. You didn't learn it because it was some genius that came and told you something. We'll get into that in a minute. Your subconscious is afraid of anything new and will try and force you to revert back to your current map of reality. I'm going to change. Please don't leave me. I love you. Please, I will change. I will change. If you don't change, then I will leave you. Go on for a few days, because guess what? I'm going to use force. I'm going to use power. I can change. I can change. Nobody ever changes. He's still an alcoholic. He's still a drug addict. He's still a woman abuser. Right? They're never going to change. Nobody can change through force. And you know what? That person, my heart goes out to that person, because they don't know this. Because you're not supposed to have this. Oh my God, you get out of high school and you don't even know how to budget your money. And you don't even know how to love yourself, less love somebody else. I mean, this world is not about you getting your act together and rising up to your greatness and plugging into your source. This world is about you being dysfunctional. I don't know if you're at my lecture or not, but 92% of the media is owned by 6 corporations, and it's 6 families. If you don't get it, just date it back. The same families that created the death camps in World War II, the same families that created mustard gas that is now chemotherapy, are the same families that are still running the planet. And you understand, those families have studied you guys. They know how to make the herd go here, how to make the herd go there. And, you know, whether you think you're a free spirit or not, and I eat organic. I'm free of everything. No, the first thing you need to do is free up your mind. The first thing you need to do is be in control of your mind. Once you're in control of your mind, you'll be in control of everything. Because once you can control your mind and release the invisible bonds within your body, then you will rise to great heights, and you will never be attracted to junk food or abusive people or the news or soap operas. Well, why would you? Why would you? You know? We do all this other stuff just to busy our mind, because we can't go in here. Do you know why? It's a dirty, dark place. And, you know, if he ever really finds out who I am, he'll leave me? No, he won't. You know, when I can remember when I used to go, when I was younger and I was even married, there was something inside of myself that, what if she ever finds out what I'm really like? You know, or even when I was in the health business, right? What if people really find out that I'm a fraud? Where did I get this from? I wasn't a fraud, but in my mind I was a fraud. It would actually scare me, right? And now I know I'm a fraud. I'm making it all up. It's an illusion. Now I know I am, and I'm okay with it. To create and maintain a healthy reality map, we must stay in the present conscious of all our thoughts. So, you know how you're always watching, you know what I mean? Watching your family to make sure that they speak properly, they treat you properly. You're a psycho. You want to put a little mini you and watch you. That's where it all started. It's you need to be watching. What did I just say, and how did I say it? Right? For every tantrum that your child has, you've had 20 that day. You're a great teacher. And they still have the Spirit of God in them, or else they'd have 20 like you do too. Don't tell me you don't walk around miserable. You know, you do a lot. I see it. Yeah, we got you. You're pissed off. You don't even know why. And I know why you're pissed off. Because you lost your source, and you lost that little guy. You know that little guy? Yeah, he wants to come out and play. He's the guy that smiles. He's the guy that goofs around. Tell me I'm not goofy when I lecture. I don't care what you think. I'm going to have fun while I'm doing this. God, it's hard talking to you guys. So let's have the trip of a lifetime. So welcome to Planet Earth Fantasy Theme Park. That's what this is. That's all it is. Do you guys not get this? This is a fantasy theme park, okay? A fun-filled, life-threatening pain or pleasure experience for the whole family, where you get to choose the ride you want every day. Am I right or wrong? Okay. Life is a movie where you get to choose whether you will be a comedy, a drama, a tragedy, a romance, or an adventure, or have the adventure of your life and be the superhero and save yourself every moment, present moment. Okay? You are the writer, producer, director, and the leading star. You get to choose whether you will be a hero or a victim. Okay? Your thoughts are everything. God, I love you guys. Okay. My Earth trip story. I already told you that. So I jumped ahead before. About when I was up there talking to God. And he said, well, what do you want to do now? Well, I want to go down there. Hey, Daryl, you sure you want to go down there? They say they love each other, but they backstab each other. They kill each other. They steal from each other. They lie to each other. Yeah, but guess what? I get to go down there and experience pain. I don't know what pain feels like. I get to go down there and experience hot and cold, dark and light, short and tall. I go down there and experience having an orgasm. Whoopee, right? I get to experience going down there and have a bowel movement. Wow, I get to go down there and experience making noise from my back end. Listen to me. It's all beautiful. Come on, even a Porsche has backfiring stuff going on. Okay, so here we go, guys. So whatever you focus on the most, your source said, I will give you. So look at your body, look at your life, look at your family, look at your house, look at everything, and as exactly what you created. No, I didn't. Yes, you did. It's your movie. You brought all the actors in. You attracted all the actors to come and play in your movie. But I don't like this movie. Well, then turn the channel. You can do that. Yeah, but I don't want to leave him. Well, then stay there and be abused. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to try to explain something, and of course, I made this all up. I made everything up. So, for those people, some people, you know, you have your eyes and your ears, right? And then for those other people, you have your third eye. So whatever you want to see it, any way you want to see it, right? See, some people's beliefs go, third eye, ooh, don't do that. Aura, don't do that. You know, whenever you find yourself going, oh, voodoo, spiritual, this religion, oh, yeah, right? Then you need to that's when you need to put that little guy back up here, okay? All right? When you see your judgment come out. So anyways, here's the deal. So you came down here and God said, whatever you focus on the most, you will bring in. So remember something. So we come down here and we have this like third eye, or you have your eyes and your ears. And what happens is you have this funnel and it goes out like this. And it takes in the whole world. Now, do you know what you want? Do you know what you really want? Do you know what you want? Tell me what you really want. No, tell me what you really want. It can't be just that. You can't just, okay, listen to me. Is that like something you eat? Listen, you cannot say joy. You have to be more, what do you want to see in your life? You have to be more specific. So when you decide what you really want to see in your life and the way that your life is going to look, then you know that you're going to filter and you're not going to focus on anything you don't want. Did you get that? Okay, so do you know what you really want? So what you got to first do, what is it you really want?
Success in everything.
Okay, but what does that look like? You can't just say that. Okay, you can't say it. You have to be more specific. I can, you know, I know you can go with the joy thing. That's okay, but you can be more specific than that. So anyways, we've got this funnel and it comes out like this. So what happens if you've never learned okay, so I have one daughter and she doesn't know what she wants and she doesn't have a passion. That is a person that will have a lifetime of suffering. If you do not have a passion, then you are in pain right now. Did you get me? If you do not find a passion, right? So you need to find a passion. So first of all, we have this funnel and we take in all this information, right? So you need to filter what you take in. And that what you take in the most is what you will become and where you will go. So I think you understand that. So all this information comes in. And all that information that you take in, all those pictures, all those images, all those smells, all those things that you allow. And remember something, Go ahead, watch the news. Watch 30 minutes of all the horror stories around the world in 30 packed minutes. Go ahead, listen to gossip. Go ahead, complain and explain about your life and how you don't like it and how he's not doing what you want him to. Go ahead, keep doing it, see what you get. Now, you keep doing that, and that's what you're going to get, and he's going to keep doing it to you. Right? You came together to love each other, and you need to embrace that love, and you need to know that. So now we let all this stuff come in, and if we don't focus properly on what comes in and we allow negative stuff to come in and we take it as reality, we take in the frequency. That frequency comes in our third eye or in our eyes, whatever you want to say, and it comes into our conscious mind. And because we continually allow the negativity to come in, that becomes a what? What kind of frequency? Help me out. Negative. I want to hear more people participating, please.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Is this kind of where you would then want to create a vision board to change the view of what you're seeing if you're always taking in negativity?
Well, you know what? You can do that. There's many ways around it, but no. But you can do that. No, me. I meant no for me. And you know what? But if we have time, we can talk about that.
I'm just trying to visualize how to change.
Okay, I'm going to help you with that. Okay? Because you know what? With visualization only works with 20% of the population. What I'm going to show you tonight works with 100%. What? Okay. You're a feeling. Well, I understand that, but we need to keep going though, okay? All right. And I'm not cutting you down, but let's see here. So it's just that I have to really focus on this focus thing. So when the information comes in, it's been a long weekend. What a party. Okay, so all the information comes in, and then it all comes together to create one frequency. Now, what if you were thinking about how your life sucks? So that's a suck frequency. So that's going to come in, and when that comes in through here, goes in through here, and guess what? Now there's another funnel, your crown chakra, and that goes up to who? And guess what? And no, he's not there waiting to see what happens, because frequency is frequency. This is such a mystical, magical, it's like, it's so unbelievable. It's not like God's up there looking at us, or it's just this unbelievable energy source that is like, well, I think I'd probably have 2 heart attacks even if I smelt it. But anyway, so what happens is then that information comes here at the crown chakra that meets source energy that comes down and goes, all right, we got an order for it sucks. Make that a double order.
With fries.
Yeah, lots of gravy. Yeah, it's probably a poutine. Ooh. Okay. So whatever you focus on, my Creator said to me, Daryl, whatever you focus on the most, I'm going to give you. You're on your own. I've given you everything. You are the Spirit of God, and you're on your way now. And so don't get on your knees and beg, because you already know the rules. Oh, please, God, please, God, please give that to me, God. He's like out there doing his own thing going, hey, you forgot the rules, man. All you had to do was think about what you wanted, Don't beg for nothing. Get off your feet, boy, and stand up for yourself and move forward and get your chin up and realize who you came from. Don't make the family look bad. Whatever you focus on the most, I will give you, and I will give you more of that. Focus funnel, okay? All right. So here we go. So when you finally master the art of what is it you have to do? But what do you have to do? You have to repeat. Repetition is the key. Do you know anybody in your life that has become a master at anything that didn't repeat it? Oh, I don't know how to change my life. Well, just repeat it. Yeah, but my life sucks. Well, don't focus on it. What do you want? How do you see your life? Where do you see yourself? What do you see with you? How does that feel? Now, if I could say something? Do you see how me and you were reacting earlier? You know how we were talking earlier about me and you? The universe made your phone go off, right? Why? Because I was supposed to tell you that it doesn't matter, because I love you. No. Let's get started. Well, somebody will help you with your phone if you want. Okay. Could somebody help her? How many of you believe that you were created by the Creator to create? How many of you believe that you were created by the Creator to create? If you can't get to that first step, then this will just be a movie. It won't be reality for you, okay? How many of you believe that you were created by the Creator to create? How many of you believe that how many people believe that they have the power to create whatever they want? Good. It's all about intention. It's all about belief. Unconscious creating is like going to a restaurant. If you continually change your order, you will never get your meal. You know, that's all it is. For God's sakes, don't confuse God. All He wanted to do was give you what you wanted, and you can't make up your bloody mind. Now, did you ever notice, how do you like being with people who can't make up their mind? Well, do you really think He's hanging around waiting for your order? Okay. You create by staying conscious in the present moment. When you focus on the problem, you become the problem. You don't have a problem. You never had a problem. You created the problem. Oh yeah, but I'm going to die someday. So? So? What? You know, people that have cancer, they can't get rid of cancer. They fear the cancer and they fear death. That's why they're dying. How do you create the problem? Well, let's find out how to create joy and happiness. I don't want to teach you how to create the problem. You do that already. Let's focus on, like somebody said to me, please tell me what it is I shouldn't eat. Are you kidding me? I can tell you what the way to live in 10 minutes. To tell you what not to eat, I would be here all night because there's always a new improved Oreos. I'm saying that it doesn't matter that you have a problem. I'm not giving you any attention for your problems because your problems don't matter because you made them up anyway, so why should I waste my time and waste everybody's time here? Because you don't have a problem, you made it up. Okay. I think I can't get her to shut up. No. Your problem's what? I understand that. Now, no, my answer is, thank you for healing me. And when you say that, if your mind goes, you're not healed, you're a liar, then say, thank you, God. I'm in the process of totally healing. And then your subconscious will not fight with you because your subconscious will, you know, people go, I'm going to win the lottery. And then your subconscious goes, no, you're not. Well, all you have to say is this, I'm in the process of winning it. And your subconscious will not say you're not going to win it. It's going to say, I'm not threatened by that. Because your subconscious will always be threatened. And you can always tell when your partner or the people you love are in fear. Why? Because they will be threatened by what you say. Just like your subconscious. Okay? When you focus on the solution, you become the solution. Listen to me, just focus on the solution. What do you see in your life? You know, you see yourself vibrantly healthy, playing with your grandchildren, playing with your children, making love on a beach, getting sand in your bathing suit. What? I understand. Okay, but you know what? What I'm trying to tell you is this. even if it feels uncomfortable, and you're saying to yourself, this isn't true. What?
I said she doesn't know what she's missing.
But she doesn't know what she's missing. About the beach? Okay. Okay. A problem cannot be solved by the same, you're going to love this. You'll get this. A problem cannot be saved by the same mind that created it. A problem cannot be solved by the same mind that created it. The mind tries to create the future from the past. You have to process through your heart. When you think of something, you think about it going through your heart. You think about embracing the love first. You always dunk it in love. And then you get a new solution. And there's no pollution. Because there's only pollution in the creation of your mind. Because your mind only works from the past. And it only takes past experience and tries to... It's called dumpster diving. Why would you go put something in the garbage and then go and drag it out? It stinks. Okay. All right. Accept what is. Accept what is. So you should accept the cancer. Okay? Wish for more and allow it. But you cannot allow it if you're fearing your future. And if you're fearing the cancer. When you make the cancer bigger than you, then it will grow bigger than you. Listen, I've been dealing with cancer for 35 years, and I'm not kidding you. Yeah. And I've seen it. I've seen it. I've seen where people were going to only survive for days. And we go through this training. And it's like, whoa, boom. I know people that aren't even sick that are dying. Understand something. You need to get this, and you need to get this with all the love in my heart. You're emotionally sick. You're not physically sick. Sickos. What? Pardon? Allow it, allow it. See, okay, so here's the thing. So when I think, okay, here's what happens, right? So I saw myself writing a book. So I wrote the book. A year ago, I said to Lori, and I pictured myself having my own radio show. I have my own radio show. I pictured myself being world-renowned, not as an ego thing, but because I'm just touching the lives of so many people. Now, my new vision is I picture myself with Detox TV, and I have my own TV show. And also, I've created the Healthy 100 Club, like I've told you, and it's not up yet, but within 3 years to 5 years, it'll be the biggest training platform in the world. And we will be doing training, but it'll be for training, not for treating. There's a difference, right? It'll be for empowering people, all right? Okay? I just want you all to have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day. That's all. I want you to have the best life of you ever had in your life. I just want everybody to feel that joy, you know? And if you decide you want to keep in your programs and keep on suffering and have pain, then I honor you for that, okay? Your world will change when you change. Everything changes around you. When you're in a good mood, everything looks great. When you're in a pissy mood, your family just irritate the crap out of you. Am I right? No, I was talking to him. Yeah. And that's you, right? Okay? You're stuck right now. I've been stuck, trust me. You're stuck for years. Stuck for years, you know? Yeah. Let go and accept your desire, and then become detached from it. Oh God, I really need this. I really need this. I got to have this. I really need this. You're never going to get it. You got to love me, please. Just love me. Oh my God, that's, yeah, no, 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 that's not happening. Right? Because you got to love yourself first, right? Okay? Because I really want to be with somebody who loves themselves. Because that's like, whoa, yeah, because they're just shining bright. That's a bright light, right? Okay, is she empty today or is she full? Well, you know? Right? I've done that before. Yeah. You are your thoughts. Your thoughts are everything. Everything you think and do happens in the now. Nothing happens in the past or the future. It only happens now. Our thoughts create feelings. Feelings create frequency. Okay? And the frequency creates messages to the universal intelligence, which give us more of what we think about. That is it. End of story. Your thoughts are everything. Everything you think of in the past, present, or future must happen in the now. This being the present moment. When you do feel pain, and when do you feel pain? And when does healing take place? Only in the now. So if you decided healing was going to happen every time you think about yourself, I'm healed. I'm healed. And if you honor, love, and respect yourself, then you won't get angry. You won't get stressed. You won't get depressed. When you get angry, stressed, or depressed, you drop your pH down. The acid feeds the cancer. So now she's going to freak out and go, oh my God, I can't get stressed. I can't get freaked out. Do you see? Well, see what will happen is we'll just kind of run out of time and then I won't be able to tell you. No, I'm kidding. Read from the back. What time is it? What time is it? What? 7:15. Oh, we're going to be fine. We're just going to make it. You know, the craziest thing is we're going to spend 2.5 hours trying to get your mind wrapped around this, and we're only going to spend 10 minutes, and I'm going to give you the whole thing. Isn't that just the craziest thing? Because it's all simplicity. It's not difficult. Everything is simple. What? Oh, who let her in here? Okay. The universe.
Are you saying it's mind over matter?
I'm saying it doesn't matter. When do we feel pain and when does healing take place? In the present moment. Cause and effect can only happen in the present moment. Cause and effect can only happen in the present moment. No matter what happens in life, it's always now. So, you know what? He left me. He left me 4 years ago, and he left me. So now, you are reliving that in your present moment. It didn't happen then. It's now everything. The whole emotion, everything. There's no letting go. You're not allowing the light in. You're not allowing the love in. Do you see how you do it? Listen, you went out with a dysfunctional boyfriend. That's all it is. You went out with a dysfunctional... I mean, like, it's really hard to find a dysfunctional boyfriend. Duh. What? Oh, I love women way too much. I don't want to pick on them. No matter what happens in life, it's always now. What do your thoughts look like the majority of the time? So everybody, I want you to just think about that now. I want you to think about, because guess what? You have only about 9 thoughts and you think about them every day. 9 thoughts and you think about them every day. Wow, talk about whacked out. You know, so that's really what happens. We become very robotic in the way we think. We get up and we worry about the same things every day. Well, I so worry about Jimmy when he goes to school. Oh, please. If you didn't have Jimmy, oh, I so worry about my little puppy Arnie. You know, it's not Jimmy, it's not Arnie, it's your program. I just love you so much, you know, it just hurts me so much. If it wasn't him, it'd be someone else. Yeah, guys, that's how deep this goes. Not. Okay, how do your thoughts make you feel throughout the majority of your day? How do they make you feel? Think about that for a second. I need you to think about this. The majority of the day, how are your thoughts making you feel? Thank you.
But it's influenced by the environment. That
Okay.
I suck in and then I gotta learn to go be in the present.
No, tell me what's wrong with your environment.
Unofficially, hypothetically, it's an environment where everybody's playing the victim and just victimize it up.
Oh, no, but what are we talking about? Are we talking about a family or are we talking about the office?
Office.
Okay, do you like your job?
No.
Okay, so there's the problem. She's the problem. And guess what? If she liked her job, she would like the office. The universe wanted her to move on. Her spirit wanted her to move on a long time ago. So she is not answering to her passion, and she is not answering to her higher calling. So then she should suffer. So you're going to be stuck in that shit until you decide that you've had enough of the stink. Yes? Well, you know what? I have to tell you that if you just let me get to it. No, I'm kidding. It's going to come. And you know what? You're young. And the thing is what we like to do to teenagers like you. How old are you? Yeah. So adults should have kicked all your confidence out by now. You know, because adults are very jealous of teenagers because they love themselves so much and they admire themselves. And that's because adults lost that. I don't like a lot of adults. I love children. I love to protect children. Adults are really messed up. Just know that. So forgive them. And that's a fact, okay? So just, you know, stay in your purity. And I want you to always tell yourself that you love yourself. Never pass a mirror without looking in the mirror and say, hey, good looking. I mean that. Get it back. That's where the confidence is. I do that. I get in my car, I adjust the mirror, pretend, and I look and I go, you got this. You got this, Daryl. Right? You know, I'll tell you what I do. We're going to get to it. But I'm going to tell you something. You do what I ask you to do, and then you call me in 33 days, and then you tell me you got a problem. You won't have a problem. Well, then you don't have a problem. Yeah.
It's ironic that we make a lot of lifestyle choices with very little lifestyle experience. You know, you're having to decide an educational stream or a professional stream, and you know, the system wants you to make decisions.
See, but that's the whole thing, and now we're getting back into that. You know, I left the system. I don't participate in the system, and you need to know that you don't need to. But the system will make you think that you need it. This is exactly a Matrix movie. You got to pull that out. You got to pull it out, and you're going to take the red pill or the blue pill. That's exactly where we're at here. You know, and I don't have anything to do with the system. The system is a swear word, okay? To me, I don't even want to discuss the system because the system wants to kind of crawl in here and get into our conversation here tonight, and our conversation is about purity, okay? You have to understand the system is only run by very few people. It's totally corrupt. Like I told you, you know, the system doesn't teach you anything about loving yourself and loving others and respecting yourself and honoring yourself. So, no. All right. What would your perfect day look like? What would a perfect day look like to you? It's really important that you ask these questions to yourself. Because guess what? And then I want you to do that every day. What would a perfect day look like? What would a perfect day look like today? Listen to me. Who has the most fun? Kids who imagine and handicapped adults. Because they are allowed to imagine all the time and play. And that's all that ever happened. You know, sir, excuse me, you stopped playing a long time ago. Everything's got to be serious because you got to get the job done, right? You got to have that focus. You know, this is a serious life. You see what's going on? There's tension everywhere. Oh my God. Right? That's an illusion. You don't drag that into your home. You don't drag that into your life.
Can we come back to free our mind? Because,
If you would like,
like we solve the problem, free our mind, so the other problem will not exist. But how to do it?
no, it's okay. I'm very frustrating. But I'll get there, I promise, okay? And it is frustrating. It's like, okay, but do you see how we're impatient for the answer? Do you see how she's not allowing and just breathing? I'm not picking on you. But do you see that? Just, you know, there was a time when I got to have this. I douse, dowsing. Sometimes I would douse like 20, 30 times a day. Oh my God, I didn't like that. Now I just allow. Now I just allow. Just allow and breathe and live in the moment, okay? Thank you. I appreciate that, what you just did, okay? Okay. Do you know what you truly want? Do you? Do you really know what you truly want, or do you truly want what everybody else wants you to truly want? Do you know what you truly want? You know what? Lori, when she comes back here, she'll tell you. I need her to truly want what she truly wants. I will never question her. She can ask me for anything, and I will attempt to do that for her. Because that's what lovers do. Lovers do anything. If she told me she wanted a $10 million house, I'd say, okay, let's see if we can create it. Right? Let's see if we can do that. You know? I'm not going to say no. And she wouldn't want that anyway. But I'm just saying, I was just exaggerating. So that's what we do as people. You know, the time that you found the most love in your life was when you were helping someone find the love in their life. Did you get that? Okay. Otherwise, okay, how many here believe they create through design or through default? So are you focusing on what you want? Remember your focus funnel? Are you focusing on that? Or are you just randomly, whatever happens? You can always tell people who don't have any design in their life because they're all over the place. You know, they get in car accidents, they fall down and hurt themselves, they get sick and then they stay sick, and then they get worse, and then they can't look after themselves. But guess what they do get? Instead of giving themselves attention and love, they look for it from the outside world, so they have to destroy themselves and become an invalid. I see people like that coming in all the time. And then, you know, we will actually do the work and we will do the transformation or work in my clinic, and then that person will actually just stop, leave, and never come back again. Why? Because they don't believe that anybody could love them unless they were ill. Wow. Oh, come on. Are you kidding? Do you know how many people were here today that are like that? And I am not downing them. It's just a program. They're not a bad person. They're not a bad person. They're a beautiful person. It's just a program. It's not a good program. That's all. Well, when you came here, you did not have any filtering. Until you were at the age of 7, you took in everything. So, but that was the game. You sure you want to go down there? Because by the time you get to 7 years old, you will take in everything, whether it's rape, pillage, stealing, violence, alcoholism. You may think that all of these things are normal, and then you're going to have to work and unravel all this stuff. Are you up for that adventure, Daryl? Yeah, sure I am. My father was a born-again Christian. We used to go and be baptized like every few months because we were such sinners. And my mother was a flaming alcoholic that couldn't stop drinking. My father couldn't talk to me, didn't want to play with me, didn't know how to love. My mother, she was raped by her grandfather, never talked about it. So she was just like, she figured she had to lie and sort of like she wasn't worth being loved. So everybody's got dysfunctional programs, you know. We need to keep going. And I love them. I love them so much. But you know, I said I'm going to break the family curse. If you see my children, you'd see I broke the family curse. Right? And I don't put up with any victimitis in the house. I lovingly tell them, well, there's the door. Go for a long walk. If it takes 20 days, that walk, take 20 days. But you come back here with love in your heart and raise your frequency, because I'm protecting my space. And I love you so much. Have a good trip. Do we need to pack you a lunch? My daughter, my husband, that was in my last life. Do I look that gay to you? I don't know. What does anything mean? I'm happy. I'm just playing. What?
Say the same thing to your partner?
Absolutely. And I hope that she would honor me and say the same thing to you. And she does. And my son, Sage, who worked at the booth, he'll say, Dad. He'll go, Dad. And I know what he's going to say. And I go, you're right. Okay. I'm coming back. Thanks, son. I'm coming back. Because we work together. So when you say to him, honey, smile. Remember, he told you that you don't smile anymore. Could you smile? And then he goes, don't tell me to smile. I want to be mad now. And then go, honey, then leave the house. Don't ruin this frequency here, okay? I want love around me, right? Honor me for at least give me love. If you want to beat yourself up, go, here's a stick, go. Well, you know, I'm serious. Okay. So otherwise, are you a conscious or unconscious creator? See, little mini you right here? I have a little mini me right here, okay? So I'm always looking at how I just talk to someone, right? But I've done this so much that, you know, I really try to process everything through my heart, and then I come up through here, right? We are always creating whether we are conscious of it or not. That's that, guys. Your thoughts create a ripple effect. That's right. Your thoughts create a ripple effect. Law of cause and effect. All thoughts vibrate and have a specific frequency. Okay? All right? So, you know, if I come up to you and I say, look at, I love you so much. Oh, God. How does that make you feel? Scary.
Good.
Yeah, right. It could be scary. But, you know, and then I come up to her and I go, you make me sick. Yeah. Right? Now, you want to push away, right? So now what I want you to do is I want you to go, okay, all right, whatever. And that's what you need to do. Because whatever, because when you push, it always pushes back. That's all I wanted to show you. You never push. You just go, that's good, fine. Oh, that's okay. But I don't accept your gift. Right? See, when you give it a little bit of attention, but you don't give it any aggression, war on cancer, war on terrorism, war on drugs. There's no war here. There's no war here. I'm happy, you win. I'm happy, you win. I'm happy, you win. You can all win. And I'm going to be happy. And you're going to find out something. When you start playing this game of being happy and not trying to win, I don't even want to win here. If you all at the end of this thing say, you know what? He was wrong about everything, right? I will go back and take a look at my notes. But I'm not going to take it personal because I'm doing my best, guys. And when I know better, I'll do better. When I know better, I'll do better. And you're not going to get better until I know better. And if it's not good enough for you, I'm sorry. I'm making a point. Thank you. All right. All thoughts vibrate and have a specific frequency. Thoughts are either negative or positive. There's no neutral thoughts. You're either creating or you're destroying. You're either creating or destroying. There's no neutral thoughts. Oh, what's wrong, honey? Oh, nothing. Yes, there is. Never say nothing. And don't be afraid to say what's on your mind because you're scared your relationship might be in danger. Well, you know what? I just love to have more love in our lives. That's all. How can we do that? You see, you ask questions. You don't go, you don't love me anymore. No, you go, how could we get more love in our lives? That's what I want to know. I just want to be able to love you more. How could I do that? Could you tell me? Do you see? There's a different way. And the reason why we do it the other way is because we're just running a program and we want to run the same suffering program that we were taught from other people. That's all. How unconscious is that? I don't want to feel like this. Oh, yes, you do. Okay? We are energy particles. Everything is made of energy. We are one chunk of energy, and you have to remember that. Okay? Do you know why chemical reactions happen at the speed of light in the human body? Because they are powered by our spirit, which is light. That's why chemical reactions happen at the speed of light. Because we are the reaction. Okay? Everything is a frequency and light. We are light beings created by light. Energy never disappears, it only changes form. Did you get that? That was Albert Einstein. Right? So, remember something. You ready for this? Function dictates form. Function dictates form. How you live your life will determine what it looks like. My life is terrible. Yeah, well, that's because you created it. Now, if you want a better life, you're going to have to leave a lot of friends behind. You may have to leave some family behind. Because if you raise your vibration up and you go visit them, they're going to bring your vibration down. Or if you try to pull them up, you're going to get really sore shoulders. Because you can't hold people up that long. We are light beings created by light. Energy never disappears, it only changes form. Change the energy, change the manifestation of the mass. Albert Einstein. We are all part of the universal creative mind. When we first arrive on the planet, our light energy has the strongest connection to our Creator. Who doesn't love a baby? Oh my God, the energy that comes off. You know, and they're not that cute, some of them. But I love them all. They're so beautiful. They're just, you know, it's their aura. It's so pure and beautiful. And you can have that too. I want a baby's aura. So what do I want? I want to be a baby's aura. Okay. Babies are actually sent here to help create an awakening transformation for their parents, but most parents do not recognize the light. End of story. Let's have a baby, it'll save the marriage. No, the baby you want to have a baby because actually if you could look inside your heart, you want the baby because of your heart, because what you're trying to do is you're trying to awaken your spirit by getting a messenger from God. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. From the age of 0 to 7, children are human sponges. This period in life is called the imprint period. They have very few filters. Everything that comes in is viewed as reality. Yeah. Okay? So, you know, the parents were in love with each other. They had a child. So the first child's pretty good. Now the parents are not getting along. It's all about the finances, you know. He might have cheated on her because she didn't give him enough love. Meanwhile, he didn't even love himself. Do you see what I'm saying? See how mixed up this is? So then now the next child comes along and they're fighting, and then we wonder why the second child's dysfunctional. You see? So it depends on what's happening. What's happening in the environment, right? Most belief systems are downloaded during this period, so we don't always have a choice. No. But that's part of the game. And please stop feeling sorry for people. the starving children in Africa.
Eat your meal. There's children starving in Africa.
And don't be giving your money to everybody. You know, you want to buy food or clothes, or you want to help somebody, do it from your heart and be grateful for that. But the thing is don't feel sorry for everybody in the world. Feel joyous that you exist and love your life and have the best day ever. Whenever you see yourself going, oh, that's so terrible, and then you feel bad about it, you know, that's just a broken program. Okay? There's a reason for everything. Okay? And if somebody's suffering, you know, love them. Give them your love, of course, right? But don't pretend you know better. And do you ever notice no matter what we throw and how much money we throw places, things don't get better? And I'm not telling you to hold tight your money. I'm just trying to show you something. All right, let's keep moving. I knew you were going to do that. That's why I said that. I was trying to cut you off.
So you got that relative that says, oh, isn't it terrible what's going on in X or Y? What do I do? Just smile or change the topic somehow?
I don't participate.
Just don't participate.
No, I'm telling you. I'm telling you that I would say to them, I don't participate in that.
Okay.
And they're going to go, what do you mean? Don't you want to be worldly? No, I want to be universal. Seriously. You know what? I have no problem telling anybody that if you want to talk to me about solutions and creation, then I'm your man. If you want to talk to me about decimating and terrible things going on, or even just that kind of stuff, what do I want to ruin my beautiful feeling for? Listen, I'm self-centered and selfish, okay? Go find someone else to bug, right? Seriously. You know, don't do that to me again. And I mean that. Don't do that to me again. I'm not telling you, but I'm saying don't do that to me again. If you were a friend of mine, I'd say don't do that to me again. I'm going to tell you one time, don't do that to me again. And then if you do that again, I'm going to let you know. And then if you keep doing it, I'm not going to hang out with you. All right? How does it make you feel when you talk about things that are bad? Makes you feel bad, doesn't it? Well, don't make me feel bad. All right. I don't have any problem. If you don't tell people what you want, then you're not going to get to go where you wanted to go. Right? It's the same thing with ordering the meal. Right? I don't eat burger and fries. I need to let you know that I want a big fat salad. Most belief systems are downloaded during this period. So, again, they do not have a choice. Your children do not have a choice. Think about that. Now, what if we were to tell every parent that's going to have a child that they're going to download everything that you do, everything that you say? But do we even teach that to parents, young parents? No. They're going to be a sponge. So, yes, you are responsible. An estimated 70 to 90% of programs downloaded are dysfunctional or worn out belief systems handed down from generation to generation. Well, my mother used to do it. I inherited this sickness. We all have arthritis. If you believe that you're going to get arthritis, you're going to get it. If you believe you're going to get Alzheimer's because your mother had it, you're going to have it. You create it. You create everything. Both of my parents died by the time they were 56 of cancer. Now, do I look like I'm dying? What? 60. Will be. August. Babies are the Spirit of God. I don't like 59. I like 60. That's all. I really do. 59, you know. What? Thank you. Babies are the Spirit of God. They are the messenger of hope, love, and joy, eternal happiness. When it comes to babies, parents are observing and not judging. Once children start walking and talking, parents start judging and are no longer observing. You know? Children learn the art of tantrums and holding love ransom just like their parents. Well, if you're not going to do that, then fine. And then you don't talk to them for 3 days. Ah, the little baby sees that. That's what you do. When you don't get what you want, you don't talk, or you scream like mommy or break dishes. Don't you have a tantrum? We are so screwed up, right? And this could be all fixed. This could be all fixed, but it's not going to be fixed. It is going to be fixed to a certain point. You see, this is what I want to do. This is what my life is about. I want to do this. We got to help the parents so that they don't ruin any more children. Right? Adult tantrums occur 10 times more than their children. I've said that already. So as you can see, there are many adults having many tantrums daily. So that's why I don't like being around adults. Okay? Because most adults talk about what's wrong and what they don't have in their life. Did you ever notice that? They do. Most do. I'll be happy when. When we continually count on the world for our love, we will find ourselves in love and hate relationships. So we'll have a love-hate relationship. I love you. I hate you. I hate you. You hear me? I love you. I mean, it's up and it's down and it's in and it's out. And you know what? I love everybody in my family. I love my ex-wife. And every time I talk to her, she tells me to F off. And then she tells me she wants me back. Because I was the greatest thing in her life. And I love her. I love her. Do I want to live with her? No. I'll live with Lori. Right, Lori? Yeah. The first dysfunctional belief that we are taught is to fill our heart up from the outside world instead of with ourselves. So begins the love-hate relationship. From age 7 to 14, we go through the modeling period, where we unconsciously imitate our idols, movie stars, athletes, or friends' behavior. Our children become teenagers. As children become teenagers, parents will condemn them at their selfish, self-centered beliefs. Every parent does this almost. I see it. I did it. Parents do unto children as what was done unto them, keeping the family curse well and alive. Friends quickly become the new family for the average teenager. The search for love goes on because parents gave all the love to them when they were younger. And then you keep that up, mommy's not going to love you, you know. Who would ever love you? You do that. Nobody's going to love you. Does it sound like anybody you know? Go home and apologize to your children. That's the first step. I mean it. Go home and apologize. That's the first step. Okay, so then guess what? Then, now they're teenagers. Parents gave them the love, ripped it back. Because why? Because what do husband and wives do? Right? If they're not playing love ransom, they're always henpecking each other. And they get these little shots in, eh? Little shots. Right? So now, guess what? Had enough. You know, I don't know why Jenny doesn't want to go out with us anymore, Martha. She just wants to be with her friends. Why would that be? Okay? So, now Jenny goes and finds a boyfriend. Now the boyfriend is just as dysfunctional as the parents. So now, Jenny's heart is filled with love because he loves her. She feels full. And then because nobody told Jenny that she should love herself anymore, the parents kicked the love out of her heart. She has an empty heart right now, and she just wants it filled because who wouldn't? I want to love. I want to feel love. So now Jenny's heart is so full of love with this guy. And he goes to bed with her, and she gives up her virginity, and he tells everybody. And now she's crushed. And now she realizes that love is painful, but she needs love to survive. But she knows that love is cruel and life is cruel, and it's going to be hard forever. And she also knows that she doesn't deserve to be loved by somebody who's true. So whatever little fragment of love she can get, she will take. So now she makes herself into nothing. From 14 to 21, we start to determine what's important to us, becoming individuals, but we still choose to follow the herd, so we fit in. We want to wear their clothing. We want to look like the herd. We want to be accepted. And why? Because our parents didn't accept us. Gotta love this, eh? This is why I'm writing a book. I promise to keep all your names out of it. When we are not aware that we are running a subconscious reality program, we move through life like robots. This is why we usually don't get what we want. This is why we usually don't get what we want, because we're not conscious. Do you ever realize sometimes you got to work and you didn't even know how you drove there? Yeah, well, that's what you're doing with the rest of your life. Anybody who drives to work and doesn't know how they got there needs to change and drive a different way to work. Because you're already a robot. You're unconscious. Because you know what? To be alive, I mean, really think about this, guys. Don't tell me what's going wrong. You are actually alive. You are not dead. You're not that rug. You're not just that pillar over there. You are a live human being that was created by God Almighty. And this is just a very temporary thing that you're doing down here. So just take it really easy and don't take it personal. Just have fun. Just keep thinking about fun. Do you ever notice? Okay, everybody put a smile on your face right now. Okay, now think about your best friend dying. Keep smiling. Keep smiling. Your best friend's dying, guys. Keep smiling. Your best friend's dying. Keep smiling. Yeah, because he wanted him to go. Listen. You couldn't feel a bad vibration while you were smiling. So all you have to do right now to change your whole life is to smile all the time. So be insanely happy and say, wow, he's a weirdo. Because only weirdos smile all the time. Okay? We're shaking, bacon. Okay, now, so we must continue to reevaluate the belief systems held in our subconscious reality map. Now listen to me. Stop reevaluating your love relationship with your family. Reevaluate the love relationship with yourself. Become self-centered and selfish. Hi, what are you doing tonight? Can I come over? No, I'm busy with myself. Really? Where's your hand? Did he really? I told you, I stole everything.
When you're masturbating, at least you're having sex with someone you love.
That's right.
At least after the workshop.
So you're saying that my workshop's going to make you... No, I'm sorry, I'm not... I thought I was at the Legion. 1 second, let's get back here. Okay. All right. We must put an end to the family curse. Total self-love is the only cure for empty hearts. Total self-love is the only cure for empty hearts. That doesn't mean that you're not... Listen to me. The day that you totally love yourself, you will find somebody that totally loves themselves that will totally love you. Whoa, dude, heavy, cool. Right, Lori? Okay. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. We must... Oh, no. Yeah. Okay. Total self-love is the only cure for empty hearts. And it really is. It really is. Because when you totally honor and love yourself, no matter what the crisis is that's going around, it could be somebody that died in your family. You're not going to crumble. You're not going to crumble. Oh, but you know what? Listen to me. So here's me. I'm like, I was like around 5 years old, right? And there's my mother. There's my older brother, Marcel. Then there's myself, and then my younger brother. And then, you know, when President Kennedy died, right? And they had the minute of silence, we're all standing there. And my mother's crying. And I said to my mother, Mom, why are you crying? You didn't even know him. Boom! Right in the face. So what did I realize that day? I realized, and every one of you guys realized this too, that when somebody suffers in the family, if you don't suffer, you're a traitor. So if you're not going to bleed for your family, then you're a traitor, because only families that love each other suffer together. And there's the family curse right there. And don't tell me your family doesn't do it. There's the curse. There lies the curse. Yes, but he's got cancer. I don't know. Yeah, well, you're going to have it too. So now you're experiencing more pain than he is. And because you are not the light anymore in the family and you are darkness, you are going to make his cancer grow 10 times faster. Because you only focus on whatever you focus on, you will get. All right? Hearts filled by others equals love held hostage. Love tortured, love ransomed until you do their bidding. You're not getting it until you do what I want you to do. Dependent hearts create fear, doubt, and worry. Belief systems must be evaluated continually for their value. We must teach our children how different types of belief systems can affect their whole life. You can be like that if you want, but you know what? The thing is that if you continually do that, you're going to make that into a program, and that means you're going to be repeating it without even knowing it, which means that even when I'm not here, you're still going to be doing the same suffer program with people I don't even know that you're going to be doing it with. What? Just keep repeating it, keep talking about it, right? When I first started meditating and when I first started getting into the whole love thing, my wife would call me Buddha, and then she got the children, my children, younger children, to actually make fun of me and then to make me feel like a wacko. But I realized that if I was really going to live this, that I had to honor them and let them do that. And now my children totally honor me and respect me, and now they're starting to change. Are you strong enough to love yourself so that you can teach your family to love themselves? Do you think that you can actually do it? You will give them the greatest gift that could ever be given in their whole life. They will love you forever and respect you when they get there. And they will have tantrums and they will think you're a weirdo because you're different. Because love, you know, people are freaked out by love. They don't mind having sex, but love, no. You know? Why do you think I hug everybody? Huh? Because without love, we die. And when I hug somebody, it just makes the love in me grow. I don't hug them because I'm stealing their energy. I'm not some kind of vampire. Yeah, we are. Okay? And we can always jump ahead. I think people will probably get it. I'm trying to give you as much as I can. I promise you that you will leave with it. But yeah, tell me the time, okay? Right? Thank you. You'll be the time girl, right? But that's an illusion too. We do not need to punish our children or ourselves anymore. We do not need to punish our children or ourselves anymore. God, you're so clumsy. Did you really have to break that? Gee, honey, if you're going to play here, you know what? I don't want you to cut yourself, and you could have cut yourself there. Can you play in the room outside? Or you know what? Go play somewhere else, or let me know where you want to play, and then I'll move the things so that you don't bang into them and then maybe cut yourself. Oh, okay, Mommy. Oh, you're so clumsy. You're just like your father. Yeah, well, yeah, I could see it. I can see him too. He's an angry man. Yeah, I see it. I see it. We're not here to discuss that tonight. We do not need to punish our children or ourselves. Love is the only answer. People don't need to be kicked. They kick themselves enough. People that kick people when they're down are people that are hurting and have been kicked. So what do you want to do? You want to get away from those people that are kicking you, Or you need to sit down and really discuss and make some boundaries. Most people run a guilt program. Many families run a guilt program. Depending on the person, will depend on how much guilt we have to suffer together. 10 different people are dealing with the same problem, but they will all have a different outcome. Some people, will be upset for 3 days. Some will be upset for 30 minutes, some 30 seconds. Some will actually suicide. Some will go and drink, and they will use the drinking as an excuse. It's just an old program they have inside of themselves. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be like this. That's all just an excuse, right? Everything's just an excuse. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be this, I wouldn't be this, I wouldn't be that, right? As soon as we actually honor ourselves and take a look at what is, and then decide what we want, that's really the first step there. Self-judgment and self-punishment must be erased. Did you hear me? Don't you ever talk bad about yourself to yourself again. That ends here. You're only going to say beautiful things from now on. Loving, beautiful things. Amazing things. I used to talk bad to myself all the time. Oh, you're so stupid. Why are you so stupid? I used to say that all the time. Right? So it didn't make me more stupider, but what it did is it took away my self-confidence. And I couldn't enjoy my life like I wanted. Self-judgment and punishment must be erased. We must observe, not judge. If we continue to judge ourselves, we create a belief system that we do not deserve to do better or have better. How you judge yourself really matters. You never judge yourself again. Listen to me. You're all beautiful people. The only time that you do bad things is when you feel like somebody's hurt you. And then you're only hurting yourself or trying to hurt them back to try to get their attention, because you're still trying to fill up that empty heart. So, do you believe that all matter has vibration? Yes. Okay, do you believe that matter with the same vibration is attracted to one another? Yes. So then like attracts life. Do you believe that one matter with a different vibration can repel another? Yeah. Yeah. You know when you don't feel like you want to be around someone, but you still do it because he's a friend of hers or you're not supposed to be there. You know what my family they would say, and my wife used to say to me? Just because you don't get along with her, you really need to work this out. Are you out of your mind? If I'm going to be around someone who's destructive and I need to work it out, means I need to go and be destructive. And I need to be okay with a dysfunctional relationship. You need to try to get along with them. No, I don't. I need to get along. Do you believe that two matters that were the same vibration at one time can eventually vibrate differently and repel each other away? Yeah, so don't kid yourself, okay? There's people in here that should never be married anymore. There's people in here that should never be together anymore. But you know, we'll just stick it out. We'll stick it out. I mean, if you've been suffering for years in a relationship and you're just sticking it out, if you don't love yourself enough to leave, then leave, because the other person doesn't have the balls to do it. Set them free so that they can find their way. Together forever, no matter what. In relationships, we either grow together or we no longer go together. Life is about relationships. Learning to re-love yourself is the greatest gift of all. You always need to be the number one relationship in your life, whether you believe it or not. Whether you believe it or not tonight. You must be your number one romance to experience true love with another. And guess what? And if you have not done this yet, then you don't even know what true love is. You've got needy, I need to be loved. Until we are self-centered in love, our hearts will experience fear, doubt, and worry. And when I make all these noises and all this drama stuff, it's just to get it into your heads. And understand something, I was there, okay? There was times in my life when my practice was in the top 100,000 of all the websites in the world, and I still smoked 20 cigarettes a day, freaking out. But nobody knew it. What? Yeah, and I'm not a virgin either. No, I smoked. I smoked for like 20 years, off and on. I was in a really dysfunctional relationship. Listen, you can't come from parents like mine and not be dysfunctional, right? I mean, I'm actually just here tonight to try to learn this stuff so I can try to live with myself. Trust me, I've done everything and I've been everything. Do you notice how crazy I act, but I'm kind of in control? My whole life has been like one big roller coaster. If I told you the things I've done, you'd go, so we'll just leave it at that. Pardon? Nobody's... Will somebody give her a hug? Please, give her a hug. That's all she wants. There's a little girl in there who wants a hug. I love you too.
You told me yesterday, so I still remember.
I what?
You told me this yesterday.
What did I tell you?
Yeah, and I still remember.
What did I say?
And invited me for today's meeting.
Yes.
And you told me you helped me. You gave me the card, and you told me you loved me. So this is staying in my heart, and this is the reason I came here.
And I do love you.
Whoever it is. And I need a lot of hugs.
You know, I know that. I know that. Because your heart is so empty, and we're going to try to help you with that, okay? All right? See, look at guys. We got to help each other. We got to love each other. We really do. You know what? We've all been, and I don't mean it like this, but we've been stripped. We've been stripped down, okay? From the minute we get here, we've been stripped of everything. So look at, you know, I understand that. Most people are just always on the edge all day long. Just like, and you know what? I see it and I feel it. And I don't know. I'm going to do the best I can, okay? All right, so fill your heart with you first and foremost. And that's really what we're after tonight. When you fill your heart first and foremost with you, when you hurt, you won't make others feel responsible for your hurt. If others pull their love away from you, you won't be hurt or hurt anyone else. Holding love ransom is a belief system built deep into our culture. I hate you, I love you. You know, did you ever notice in relationships, you'll know if you're in a dysfunctional one. 1 minute you're the hero, next minute you're the zero. You know? You've got to be able to allow the people in your life that you love to make the biggest mistakes in the world, and don't say anything. Don't try to help them. Just hug them. Don't say anything. Don't try to fix them. Just hug them. And don't judge them. And don't be angry. And when you feel like you want to be angry at them, you hug them. And you keep hugging them. And you keep hugging them. And it will melt down all these walls. Why do you think I keep hugging everybody? Because I never want that other stuff to come back. What you repeat, you become. Pardon? Pardon? Yes. Yes. What you... Then let me tell you something. Then that is a person that wants to hurt you and knows that you have a needy love for them, and they have low self-esteem, and they reject you because guess what? Are you ready for this? You are a beautiful, beautiful woman. And if you're talking about a man, you could be going out with a man that believes he doesn't deserve you. So he needs to push you down farther so that you don't realize who you are, so that you don't leave him. Okay? And that's who he is. All right? So he's a hurt little boy that has become a bully. So you now go out with a bully. He better watch himself. Let's say your heart is filled with 20% by you and 80% by your lovers, families, and friends. That means you have an 80% chance of being hurt today by 80% of the people that love you. Take that to the bank. The more you fill your heart up with others, the better chance you have of being hurt more often, deeper, longer, stronger. People don't mean to hurt. They run hurt programs. So, listen, if he continues to run this hurt program with her, she needs to honor herself and leave him. Somewhere along the line, she believes that she doesn't deserve someone that will totally love her. Work on yourself. Okay? Just work on yourself. You're going to be great. You're going to be fine. People don't, okay, hurt people hurt people. Hurt people intentionally push buttons. They don't try to hurt. They push buttons. Okay. Okay, so let me see. It's 3 o'clock. Usually 3 o'clock every 3 days. I need to feel pain because I'm a piece of crap. So I'm going to push your button, and I know where to do it because I know your weakness. You're going to push back at me, and now I can go, yeah, I always knew you were like this. Couples henpeck at each other because now we're getting older and we're being more responsible haters. Victimitis, when one suffers, we all must suffer. That's what families do. So here's the deal. Everyone lies to us. The government lies to us. The medical system lies to us. Corporations lie to us. So we feel that we have the right to lie to our families. I do not tell lies. And if I do catch myself, and it happens every once in a while, hey, Lori? I'll go, Lori, I just lied to you. I do not lie. Because I don't have to lie. Because I'm good enough. I'm more than good enough. Okay? So, mindset. When you work from your mind and you work from your mind, you'll need all kinds of rules and you'll have all kinds of misery. When you work from your heart, you need no rules. Like I have no rules. People say, well, what are the rules? When we come to your school, what is the rules? There are no rules. Just love everybody. What are the rules? There are no rules. Just love everybody. Right? Just love. There is no rules, right? You know, my children, you know, they're becoming adult children. So we have no rules in our house. No rules. Just love and respect and honor. And then when they don't, we sit down and we talk about love, respect, and honor. And then we pull them back into it again. And then it's not like, oh my God, I'm so fed up because I have to tell her about love, respect, and honor. No, I need to nourish it and sow it like a seed so that my daughter doesn't poison her babies. When someone calls you selfish, they want you to do what they want you to do. They want you to live their life, not yours. Parents and relationships are good for this. You're so selfish. Damn right I am. You never want to say I'm selfish, because I'll tell you I am selfish, right? When someone calls you, okay, when you are selfish, you are plugged into your source. Oh, people are going, what? That makes no sense. When you're selfish, you're plugged into your source. That's right. You came here alone. You came here to learn. You came here to discover total love for yourself. You're not going to do that unless you focus on yourself first. Now just get that. Just get that. Oh, I just want to be loved. Well, then do it. Are you selfish enough to care how you feel? So what am I going to do? Am I going to honor myself or am I going to dishonor my family? Oh, I don't want to dishonor my family just because they're all dysfunctional. God. And what if I grow? Then I'll have to go. And then I'll be alone. No, you won't. You'll be loving yourself. Oh, we're insane, aren't we? You cannot lead from behind. This is why I teach selfishness. Okay. The world tries to sell us on the illusion that it will provide us all the love that we will ever need. How's that belief working for you? It's amazing how millions of people no longer feel like they deserve to be loved. All answers lie within, become self-centered, otherwise self-centered in the self and connected to your source. You have a choice tonight. Be insanely happy or insanely miserable for the rest of your life. Heart set, mindset. You decide. You want to start working with yourself or not? Now that doesn't mean that you're going to upset anybody at home. You just start honoring yourself. You know, you honor the choices that you make. Okay? When you process through your heart, you will experience faith and courage. Your dreams will come true because you are connected to your source. Your mind and your ego cannot control you in the present moment. They want to live in the past. Your mind wants to live in the past even if it's painful. The mind only wishes to experience the past. It will do whatever it can to keep you there. Oh God, you know, I really screwed up that relationship. You know, I just loved him so much. No, you didn't. Your heart was empty. The relationship broke up because you weren't supposed to be together. And you didn't learn your lesson that you were supposed to learn how to love yourself and be alone for a while. What happens to people who, as soon as they break up, they jump into a relationship right away? The odd time they get lucky, but usually it's a freak show, right? I know this, right? But my God, she was good looking. Ugh. Okay. Do you believe that you are in control of your mind, or do you believe at this moment your mind is in control of you? Most people are enslaved by their minds without even knowing it. Your ego will tell you that you will always have obstacles and that you will fail. Never go to battle with your ego, you will lose because you're battling with yourself. Your ego believes that what you have going for you right now is all you'll ever have going for you because it only knows the past. When you process through your mind, you'll have fear, doubt, and worry, and the result will be fear, doubt, and worry. And it will stay there. All decisions are made on past experience when you process through your mind, leaving no room for growth. You never grow. Well, you know, I got hurt before. I don't think I can ever love again. You know? See? Boom. You just stop living. Well, I tried to trust, but I couldn't trust. Right? You can't do that either. Mindset. Repeat. Okay? So people who live in their mind aren't really healthy people, are they? They don't do healthy choices. So what they do is they do a deep cleanse, and then they go right back to abusive eating, and then they fill up with crap. So the first thing to acknowledge is when you start cleansing gently every day and drinking structured water and bathing in structured water and eating whole plant-based foods and having 2 salads a day. And what I do is I don't eat a meal until 11 o'clock, and then I have 4 raw organic eggs with a little bit of almond milk blended up with moringa powder, chocolate powder, and that's the first thing I ever drink. But, I mean, as far as food goes, but I drink lemon, honey, and cayenne all day long. But by 12 o'clock, I've already done 2 quarts of water. By 5 o'clock, I've done 4 to 6 quarts. And I've only had maybe 1 salad, and that's it, and that drink all day. And I usually see my first client at 7 o'clock in the morning. And then Lori and I work out when we finish at 7 o'clock at night from work. And we love our life. Sure, there's times when we take on a lot, but then we also honor our tiredness. Oh, yeah, but I honor it. But if you're eating right, you're not sore, you're just tired. And of course you're going to get tired when you push like this, right? Okay, like attracts like, low vibrational therapies attract low vibrational substances. So what happens is you could have attracted a guy when you were in a low vibration. And now your vibration's wanting to climb up. And you didn't, right now, you're all upset and all choked up over this guy because your vibration's higher and you don't want to accept it because you want your spirit to rise. Meanwhile, he could have been doing the same thing a year ago, but the thing was her vibration was down that low, so she never noticed the abuse because it wasn't abuse, it was her life. It was her reality program. It was what she deserved. But now you don't deserve it. I just made that up. That could be not true. Okay? But I bet it is. Okay. Okay. Cocky, eh? Ooh. Okay. So what and when you eat will always match how you process your emotions. Okay. Negative emotions cannot be digested or processed. Oh my gosh. Did you know that? Who's in pain here? Who's got a disease? Guess right. You don't process your emotions. Gotcha. You get all choked up over them and then you suppress them into your body, your physical body, because if you don't work it out, then you gotta bury it. And you'll bury it in your weak links. And it'll just grow and grow and grow until we call it, first you're not at ease, and then you have a disease. Thank you, please. No, it's not good. Not good at all. So, negative emotions cannot be digested or processed through the mind, so they get stored in the body tissues that match the frequency of the emotion. This being toxic, inflamed, diseased tissue, like attracts lice, muscle pain, joint pain, nerve pain. Mutation. You mutate. Okay? You are so angry. Oh. You make me sick to my stomach. Fight or flight, fear-mongering, henny penny, the sky's falling in. Die 1,000 deaths. I die 1,000 deaths every day. I died 1,000 deaths when you were away. Oh, really? Wow. I can't wait to be with you. You must be a corpse by now. When your thinking is not flexible, otherwise not processed through your heart, you will become stiff as a board with acidity and internal scar tissue. Okay? Example, my life is so hard. I have to work so hard. He's so hard on me. Okay. Yeah. So that's why everybody gets these knots, eh? Knots in their shoulders, knots in their back, arthritis, inflammation. What? Trigger points, yeah, that's right. And so when you do this, you help to release it, move the energy a little bit more, get it flowing, because guess what? The energy wasn't flowing because you couldn't process the emotion, and it got stuck. So then you go and you do the trigger point, you get the flow again. So they feel better for a little while, but then only until they what? Rethink about the problem, and then they're stuck again. When you break down internal scar tissue and crystallization, you realize you release trapped, unprocessed negative emotions, which can result in the release of tears. Okay, so I do deep tissue, and I'm not going to get into it. It's not a sales pitch, but I'll tell you right now, there's not a person here that has a pain or a joint problem that I can't fix in a few minutes. That's the reality. So, and then we get you breathing properly. I don't care what it is. You can tell me you've had sciatic or a shoulder problem, nobody can fix it, or your neck, you had a whiplash and nobody can fix it, and it's just unrepairable, whatever, drama queen. You know, it's just not happening. You just make all that crap up. So what people do in the medical field when they can't fix you and they don't have an answer, they tell you there's no answer. Then you go home believing there's no answer. So guess what? There will never be an answer for you because you didn't look for an answer. You were the answer. That's the answer. That's why I have a money, and I said it before, and I'm sorry if I repeat myself, but why do you think I give a money back guarantee? Because I want you to understand something. The whole thing is stupid. And everything that I teach and everything that I do, and yeah, when people go, oh, you're so amazing, Dr. Wolf. Well, I'm not amazing. Everything I do is so simple and easy. Everything I do, I teach people in a few days, right? And they go out and they do it better than me or just as good as me. End of story. So don't put yourself down and don't think I'm any better than you. And there's no doctor better than you. There's nobody better than you. I'm not better than you. And that's the reality. So wake up to that reality and understand who you are. And start living to your greatness. You're starting to really piss me off. Oh, look it. Lighten up, brighten up, never tighten up. I take that back. Okay. Do you realize we all have pain bodies? That's why when something happens, right, you're easier about it. He gets all intense, right? So he's decided his program, he's just going to, and you're going to go, well, I'm just going to try to float here and hope that the tsunami doesn't hit me. Now, why does he do that and she does that? Well, because she was raised differently. You only do that because you were raised.
I worked on myself. I had a dysfunctional family.
I know that, sweetie. But
I worked on myself.
yeah.
He has a loving family, so he should be okay.
Well, no. Listen to me. That's like somebody said, whatever happened to him? Why did he die? He was so nice. Well, he might have been nice, but he didn't love himself. He was a nice guy. I'm not a nice guy. I am not a nice guy. Don't ever call me a nice guy. I don't like nice guys. Oh, he's a nice guy. Hey, I want you to meet him. He's a nice guy. No, I'm not going over there. That's the only reason why I like him, because he's not a nice guy.
Thanks, dude.
Hey, no problem. Like attracts like. Okay. Do you realize we all have pain bodies? And we do. We all have pain bodies. And we all decide on how long we're going to suffer for. Okay? My ex-wife. Okay? So some lady, and this is true stories. I would get a card from a lady, and she usually would be older. Never met her in my life. And it would be, Dr. Wolf, I love you so much. And my wife would see it. That would be it. She'd be in her bedroom for 5 days. I had to feed the kids. I had to do everything. And I was being punished for 5 days because of that card. But it had nothing to do with me. But I thought it did. It was just time. So now she's not with me anymore, and she's still in the bedroom. Do you understand? Yeah, I really wish she would, but no, but that wasn't the point. The point is that every time you have somebody hurting in your relationship, you think you're responsible to fix them. You're not responsible. You're responsible to hold love for yourself and stay the bright light, so when they decide to come out of their darkness, they know where to go. You can share your hug, but don't do anything else. Get off the cross. And if they're beating themselves up, then go out and have a good time, whatever it is, and then come home. And if they go, where were you? I needed you. Yeah, but I didn't really need you. I need you to pull yourself together and appreciate being alive and loving this life that we have, honey, because what's really wrong? I don't know. Well, then stop it. Then either you want to go out, we're going to go for a swim. I don't want to go for a swim. I'm miserable. I'm going for a swim. Bye. You know, this is the way it's got to go. And then eventually, maybe you'll understand that when you go for the swim, you're supposed to just keep swimming and not come back. I am not kidding. Okay. Or am I? I don't know. I'm feeling kind of needy for some love. Maybe I should go back. We all run pain programs. The length of the time and the suffering depends on how dysfunctional our belief systems are and how many dysfunctional belief systems we run. Some of us have a lot. Whoa, geez, cuckoo. You know, but at the same point, we don't make judgment on them, you know? But sometimes you just can't fix people. You just don't know, what do I do with that? How do I get in there? Can you get in there? Do you want to get in there? Right? Okay, so here's the deal. You're all going to do this. You're going to get a calendar. They're free everywhere. And you're going to start writing on there. Every day, you're going to write down on how you felt. And did you make it through the day? Or did you have 5 tantrums? And what time did they happen? And you're going to do this for the next 3 months, and you're going to find out that you're doing your pain program just like clockwork. Every 3 days, every 2 weeks, you're pissed off at the world. You're going to find out that you're running a program, and you're just repeating it. And then also put on there what pissed you off, and you're going to find out that it's the same thing all the time. And then see how you set yourself up, you know, to be at the right place at the right time so that you could be angry. And then you use that person to set off your dysfunctional program. And that's you and me and everybody. We all do that. It's his fault. He came home. Pardon? It's not. It might not be. It's not a tantrum. There's just so many belief systems that people have. And you know what? When you saw something or processed something, and it might not have been the way that you thought, but you thought, wow, so this is how you live, that you suffer like this, or you feel this, or this is what happens. You create the hurt that you think that is normal for your life. It's called a reality map, and it's in your subconscious. So that's why you have the little mini you going, whoa, 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 whoa. So you know when you start feeling the pain and things go off track, you know that you did it. You did it. I want you to get this. You did it. Ask yourself why you did it. Then ask yourself, how's it working? And is it what you really want? Because that's the only way you're going to get out of this sand pit. Okay? All right. Okay. There is no one that will hurt you more or lie to you as often as yourself. This will continue until you learn to harness and master your subconscious through repetition. Repetition. It's what you repeat to yourself. I'm amazing. I'm beautiful. I only love myself. Joy is the only thing that I live for. Joy is the only thing that I live for. I only hang around with people that are smiling. I only go places where my frequency goes right through the door and I know that I am blessed. So when I walk into a house and it's depressing, I just go, whoa, gotta go. You think I'm kidding? I will tell little white lies to save myself. Because, you want me to say, you know what, everybody? You're depressing me, I'm leaving. No. So, never tell a lie. No, I will tell you something. I am not lying. I am not lying. I am honoring me. That doesn't hurt. I am honoring me. I had to put an exclamation mark on that because you need to know that. You will never come first. but you will always come first in my eyes. Has anybody here felt like they didn't come first when I was with you today? That's because I came first. Because if I don't come first, then nobody else can come first. How can I hurt anyone if I won't hurt myself? Thank you so much. Okay. All right, most people judge themselves more than others. No more talking down or bad to yourself, ever. Make that a decision. And when you do, go, that's the old me. That's an old program. Wow, how'd that get there? I love myself. That's all. Give it a little bit of recognition. Don't deny it. And then go, that's old. Who dragged that out of the garbage can? Start talking to yourself like that. Just keep talking to yourself, right? And no more sorry, I'm sorry. All right? It's a hard one to break because everybody says it 1,000 times. And listen to me. People that are in charge or think they're in control of us gave us that. I mean, most people are I'm sorry I exist. And yeah, that's what that is. I'm sorry I exist. All right? Geez, if I didn't exist, I wouldn't have brushed your coat. Can I send it to the dry cleaner? No, no more. Excuse me. You know? Or how are you? How you doing? Change it. Okay? Stop humbling yourself and belittling yourself. Don't we do that well? Yeah. The world will always forgive and forget your wrongs faster than you. Who's looking? Nobody. There must be somebody. Somebody must have saw me fart. I'm sure they'll smell it. Nobody cares. Teenagers, eh? Teenagers are great for that, right? Right? Yeah. Yeah. Forgive yourself. Until you know better, finish it off. Thank you. Okay, your mindset is only interested in keeping you alive and protecting your dominant programs. Whether these programs are good or bad, it doesn't matter. When your subconscious decides that a program, okay, I got to tell you this. Okay, because we're gonna have to go ahead here. So here's the deal. So I want to be part of the herd, right? I know smoking can cause cancer. I know that it's not good for me, but I just want to be accepted because I don't love myself. So I smoke a cigarette and I feel really dizzy. Whoa, I feel dizzy, right? I know it wasn't good and my throat hurts a little bit. Then I smoke another cigarette. Then I smoke another cigarette. By the time, and when you do that, you know what happens? What does your mind do? Oh my God, that could cause cancer. You're going to get sick. And then guess what? After the 50th cigarette, guess what your mind's saying? The information was wrong. The conscious mind has accepted it, so the subconscious has to. Cigarettes must be good because every time he smokes a cigarette, it seems to calm him down. Because your subconscious is so stupid that it doesn't notice that you just ate up 60% of the oxygen in your body, so now you're like, that's right, smokers are like half, you know, and then, that's right. So it says, wow, we had the wrong information. Smoking is good for him. So now when you smoke, it's harder to get rid of it because it's a chemical, and they only put like over 100 different chemicals in it to addict you. So now, even if you want to quit, you have a chemical addiction, now you're a druggie. So smokers can't quit because they're druggies. So that's why they have to do the repeat program and all the programs. It's really difficult. Anyway, so all I'm trying to say is, if you were raised where your father beat your mother, and let's say you were a woman, I'm not saying this always happens, but you would actually, not intentionally, but if you weren't consciously thinking, you would search out a woman beater to live with. And then there's part of the spirit that does that because they want to search out the woman beater on a certain level to be able to go into the relationship and make it better because we want to make the past better for our parents. But we always search out that which is, that we know it doesn't have to be good for us. We search it out though. So that's why you have to be really conscious about what you're searching out. Think about the people that raised you, the people you live with, and you'll know why you're doing what you're doing, right? You have to become conscious of that, okay? Listen, there are certain people that hang around with certain people. Let's just get that, okay? All right. Okay, how much time do we have? What? Then we're going to just stop and we're going to go to this. Here we go. So if you want, I will be doing a lot of this on my Empower webinars, so, but let's just get right to it. I think you get the point. I'm going to give you the what I do. Here we go. Okay. I call it the 33-day awakening transformation system, okay? We all need to awaken to the possibility that you have the power to heal and change the rest of your life. You know, you could all do it right now. You know that, right? You could change it right now for the rest of your life. If you could get your subconscious to accept it, but you would have to consciously believe it. Everybody has what we call the tipping point. And the tipping point can only happen through repetition or who you hang around with. So if you go out with someone that really beats themselves up, really is into really abusive programs, you're not going to make it. If you make it, you are a superhero, superstar. It's very difficult to do that. But at least you'll have the program. Okay? It's just really hard to fight a battle continually. You know, the reason why we go out with people is because we want the same things. What happens when you want something different, but you're with somebody who doesn't want something different? It's not good. You can't do that. All right? I want to tell you that I don't take marriage lightly, but at the same point, take marriage very lightly. You matter first. Love matters first. You matter first, that you grow, that you love and honor every moment that you're alive. If you're with someone who doesn't want to take the journey with you, then that's okay, but just understand that you are going to stop your growth. And if you don't completely stop it, it will crawl along at a snake's pace, at a snail's pace. It's been a long weekend. A snail's pace, and you will never, ever feel true joy again. And you're going, he's so full of crap. Yeah? Yeah, and you know what? You don't really want me to answer this, but I'll answer it, and then we got to go back to here, because I don't want to get into this, because we're not doing sessions together. So you're telling your children, we won't even say this is you, but this person would be telling their children that even if you're miserable, you stay with the person for the rest of your life. That is such a great teaching. I wish I was married to you. What kind of teaching is that? That is so dysfunctional. But I know it's not you. Why would we ever do that to our children? So if you're living with so I want you to meet someone, and then I don't care how miserable you're going to be, but you need to stay there. Oh yeah, and that child is going to grow up to be miserable and dysfunctional. Why? Because guess what? Oh, you're going to tell me that you didn't know when your parents loved each other and when they didn't love each other? You couldn't pick up on that? So then, oh, I see. It's just normal to live the rest of your life with someone that you're miserable with. I got it. Sounds great to me. I'll take 3. Yeah, well, I know something. Well, you know what? Get off the cross. We're having a bonfire tonight, and we're going to do a weenie roast. We have suffered enough. We've suffered enough. Nobody said you had to suffer. Okay, so here's what I do. Here's what I ask my people to do that come to my clinic, okay? And people that have chronic illness, I do not work on them unless they do this. Because it's not like, oh, if you don't do what I want you to do, I'm not going to work on you. I don't want them to, I want them to have the best chance of all, right? Okay? So, and if I find that they're not doing it, I don't punish them and go, you're not coming here. But I want to see an effort because everybody takes time, right? But long as we just make, baby steps, gentle baby steps, gentle baby steps. And then the other thing is, if I could say something, I made my point, but I'll make another point. When you change, the person you live with will change as well, if you're meant to be together. Be the light. Show them the way. Until you have not exhausted yourself, but until you have exhausted the power of love, we would never walk away from a relationship. And I still have not walked away from my ex-wife. But I will still honor and protect myself. Do you understand? No matter, she can tell me and swear at me and do whatever she needs to do, and I'll just tell her I love her anyway. And why do I do that? Because when you judge someone and you're angry at someone, you're the only one that took the poison pill. That's how you're sick. That's how we get cancer. That's how we get arthritis, migraines, stiff joints, sore throats, everything. You were created by God and you are a light being. The light controls the body. And when the light is turned off, there will only be darkness. Take it home. This is not a movie. Well, yes, it is. I already said it was a movie. It is a movie. Okay. So, this is what I do every day. And I've been doing this now. Are you ready for this? For years. You see that band? I never take it off. I've worn this for years. It's in my car. It's in my office. It's everywhere. Okay? Now here we go. This will change your life. If you follow through and this doesn't change your life in 33 days and you do what I just asked you now, I want to hear why. I want you to call me up. And that's the thing too. People go, oh my God, we could never call him. Anybody who calls me will get a phone call back. Everybody gets a call back from me. You all matter. Nobody gets left behind if you want to come forward. Okay? I didn't ask you for your money. I'm not being paid to be here, so get this. It's about helping each other, honoring each other. And for every person that rises to their greatness and finds out who they really are, that's what I live for. That's my rocket fuel. Yeah, one more. Okay. Upon awakening, before you get out of bed, you'll list 10 things that you're grateful for. And you will do this. If you don't do it, do not take it lightly. You will write them down, and they will change. And you'll do this for 33 days. You will commit to 33 days. Send love to 3 people that you don't like. And do it with your heart. And even if you don't feel good about it, because when you feel good about sending love to 3 people you don't like, then you know that you're on your way to totally loving yourself and setting yourself free from those invisible bonds that choke you. Okay? When you go into the bathroom, before or after you have that great big fat bowel movement that you need every day, You're going to look in the mirror and you're going to go, hey, beautiful, it's another day. And if you want to change the words, go ahead. Hey, beautiful, it's another great day to create. What are we going to do today? Talk to yourself for just 10 seconds. Say whatever you want. I want you to look in the eyes of your eyes with full intention of having the greatest romance of your whole life. And there will be some of you that will never do this. Do you know why? Because you run such a program, a hate program for yourself, that you wouldn't even think of going in front of the mirror because you would be dishonoring your hate program. Gotta love it, eh? Can't wait to go out with him or her. Okay. Start your day with the greatest romance in your life, and that is you. So remember, eye-to-eye contact is very important here. You hold it, and you hold it, and you just say, good morning, beautiful. I love you so much. I can't wait to be with you all day. Then after you're done getting ready and you have your shower and got your clothes on, if you're going to leave or if you work at home, you'll do it then. Okay, I'll say it slowly. And you can change this later, but stick with what I'm doing now until you get your groove. Because everything that I give you, you'll find your way and make it yours, okay? But for the 33 days, you do it my way. And if you can think of more love and you can put more love into it than I've done, then you're allowed to change it. But if you can't put more love into it, you're not allowed to do it. And so help me, I'll be behind the toilet. You're going to say this and you're going to look into the mirror and you're going to go, today I will honor, respect, protect, and love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. And then you'll say your name. I love you, Daryl. And you will do that 10 times. Well, I'm going to do it 10 times. No, I'm kidding. But I'll do it as often as you want. Today I will honor. Isn't that nice if you honor yourself? I will respect myself. That means I'm not going to talk badly to myself. I will respect myself. I'm not going to smoke. I'm not going to have all that sugar. I will respect myself. I will protect myself. I will protect myself from who? Mainly my family and myself. Because nobody will hurt you more than you and your family. Because your family's dysfunctional and they're with you all the time. That's the only reason why they hurt you more. Okay? Today I will honor, respect, protect, and love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. I love you, Daryl. Oh, I just want to be alone with myself. Only for a few minutes, honey. Okay. So repeat 10 times with love, intention, and focus. And every time you say it, okay, you say it to me. Come on, right now. Look at me. Say it to me.
Today
No, look at me.
Today I will honor, love, protect myself from everyone. First and foremost, from anything and anyone who wants to hurt me.
Okay, so you're going to go home and you're going to repeat that. It could take him maybe longer than it might take you. You know why? Because he's laughing, somebody else is going to be crying. His way of hiding his nervousness and how ridiculous this is for loving himself is laughing. And he can't even hardly remember the words. And that's his subconscious not wanting to have anything to do with this. And if anything, his subconscious is going to say, this is ridiculous, you look stupid. If anybody hears you, they will think that you've gone insane. Don't even do this. And that's what his mind's saying. So this is what you're going to be dealing with. But you know what? You're going to see this through. Right? You're going to see this through. Okay, here we go. Now, this here is called a love band. I will be wearing this until the day I leave this planet. Every time I look at this for me, because I've been doing it for so long, yeah, you better believe I love myself. You better believe that I am everything. And when I feel any bit of fear, I got this, baby. I got this. Okay, now, here we go. When you take the band and you bring it out just a tiny bit, because guess what? I'm saying that because usually I tell people, okay, did you see that? Whoa. I said a bit, and she brought it all the way out to here. She has a self-abuse program, doesn't even know she's running it. Anybody who pulled it out farther than what I said a little bit, and you pulled it out that far, you're running a self-abuse program, and you don't even know it. And I know you're going, I just pulled out a band. It has nothing to do with that. He doesn't know what he's talking about. Yes, I do. Now, so you're going to pull out the band, and you're going to pull out the band, and this is called a kiss. Because I can't go around doing this. God, I love it. Well, I could, but now that you know me, you'll let me do it, right? Okay, so I'm going to take the band, and every time I pull the band, that is called a kiss. You're going to kiss yourself 300 times a day. That means you're going to kiss yourself 20 times an hour. That means you're going to kiss yourself once every 3 minutes. And you're going to say, that's ridiculous. Who has time for that? Oh, I don't know. You don't have time to change? You don't have time to love yourself? You don't have time to change the world? Well, then go suffer. But don't call me up, because I'm not into it. This is just a little trick. Oh, yeah, but what if somebody sees me do it? Oh, yeah, like they're going to know. Hey, look at, he's kissing himself with that thing over there. Yeah. And it's such a cheap-looking band, too. So anyways, what are they, $1.50 for 20? Can't afford them. There's no excuse here, right? You guys owe me big. Those bands. Okay, so here, let's keep going here, because... No, we're getting to that. We're getting to that. Okay, we're getting to that.
Okay, love you too. And
Okay.
we have missed you.
Okay, all right, so when we pull this band, oh, yeah, but you know what? I heard that tapping, it work some people. What about visualizing? Yeah, it does work for some people, but here's the deal with this thing. It's always on here, and you're always going to have the band snug because it's a hug, and you want to feel it. You're always hugging and kissing yourself. And here's the deal. You never, when the band's loose, you throw it out. Oh, there's another 30 cents. Oh my God. So you want it to be on there and snug enough that look at this. See that line? It's not choking the circulation off, but I always have that line. And now, you know what? That's a reminder that, yeah, I am worth it. I am worth it, and I know who I am. You know, guys, try to track me, and in 5 years, I'll do what takes people 50 years to do because of this. Did you know that Lori and I opened our business 18 months ago? We didn't have a website. We didn't have anything. And look at me. I'm already gone global. 18 months. It'll be 1 year. It'll be 1 year in November, right, honey? 1 year in November since we opened up our business. Yeah, tell me it doesn't work. Tell me that your thoughts don't shape you. So what we want to do is erase and replace. Erase and replace. Erase and replace. And we can't do it without repetition. Oh my God, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. But you got to get into it. You got to feel it. You got to get into it. You got to feel it. Okay?
Love works.
Love works. No, love's play. There is no work. Love is play. Love is play. It'll be work for you. Okay? Wow, that's going to be a romance. It's going to be a little bumpy for a while, but if you want, I'll try to do therapy for you, yourself, and I. Okay. All right, so we're going to go 300 times. It's going to take 20 times an hour. All right? Choose right now to be insanely happy, because you have to be insane to do this that often, or insanely miserable, which you already are. Okay? No, I'm happy sometimes. You weren't supposed to have sometimes. You were supposed to have all the time. All the time. Okay? So, we got the love band kiss. Here we go. Pull it out and go. Well, here's one for you. I love and approve of myself. Everybody pull it out gently and say that. Now do it again and pull it out gently and do it with some heart. Not like this is... Do you know what that actually sounded like? Like we were in church and it was a prayer. Oh! Okay, this was not taped. Okay. I love and approve of myself. I love and approve of myself. Let me hear you.
I love and approve of myself.
Do you see? Do you see how she choked on it? Okay, and guess what? And when she did it, it felt really uncomfortable. So no, that is how deep your program. You have never had any love for you yet, ever, that you can remember since you were a child. That's where she is. This is not about bad or good, because she's amazing. She's an amazing woman. Anybody who knows her, she's a powerhouse. And when you open up your heart and you start embracing yourself, oh, please, dude, like, whoa, who was that girl? Listen, so now what you need to do is, I'm in the process of loving and approving of myself. Try that. Nobody else, just her.
I'm in the process.
Click it.
Word? I'm in the process of loving and approving myself.
How did that feel?
Much better.
Okay. Whew. Now we can start the relationship. See, we could at least get to first base tonight,
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
Okay, all right. So we got to first base. That's great. Yes. Would you like to say something? Okay, so let's try it again. I love and approve of myself. Okay, thank you. We got that one. So when it says liar, right, it just means that it is fearing that you're going to be moving on into the future and growing and leaving it behind. And you know what? It is so scared because of your awesome power. That's what's going down. I know it's okay. All right? Okay. So, the second one, the one we did in the mirror, is really important. You're also going to be doing this one throughout the day. What's that? Today, I will honor, respect, protect, and love myself first and foremost before anyone else or anything else. So you're doing both of those throughout the day. Now, when you're just sitting there and you're waiting on the subway, or when you're just sitting beside somebody in the car, I don't want you to share this. Please do not share this with your family. Do not run home and ruin this. This is where it all gets ruined, because as soon as they judge you, what is that, some kind of love guru stuff or what, right? And then also because everybody's in fear, most of your family's in fear, and as soon as they start to hear that you might start loving you more than them, are you kidding? What kind of nutbag told you that? You know? You sniffing glue or what? And they won't like it. So just keep it to yourself and do it. And when you are just sitting idle, what are you doing? You don't have to even say it. Just do this. Just do this. Just do this. When I'm dealing with a patient and all of a sudden I feel a little bit of fear, or when I'm dealing with something in my life and I feel a little bit of fear, I just do this. I don't even have to say anything. I just go. Unconsciously, my conscious mind has me click this thing when I feel a little fear. That's how good I've got my program, and I just go, got this. That's it. That's how long I'm in fear. So I'm just like a joy toy now, okay? All right. Feel free to use any other affirmation that makes you feel amazing and helps you stay in the present moment. You only have power in the present moment. If you're not in the present moment, you don't have any power. So how much power have you experienced today? So what's this going to do? You can feel it, you can see it, you can experience it, and guess what? Every time you click this through repetition, it's chipping away and it's coming up to your conscious, and if it's come there and it keeps coming there and your conscious accepts it, your subconscious has to accept it, and then it's yours. That's it. Okay? Not everybody's going to make it though. Every time you get in and out of the car, from now on, you will look at the mirror before you get in the car. I mean, when you get in the car, and when you get out of the car, when you stop the car, guess what happens? How would you like to always be in control? Not of other people, but in control. So when you get in the car before you leave to go anywhere, you're going to look in the mirror and you're going to go, I love you, beautiful. Or say whatever you want. When you get home, before you go in the house, you're going to go, I love you. We've had a beautiful day. Let's go in and see the family. You've just aligned yourself with love. So you don't drag that stuff into the house. You know, where is it that, you know, most relationships is, if you've had a hard day, because they love you, they have to put up with your garbage. No, it doesn't happen anymore. It's not your business. With every bathroom visit throughout the day, and every day from now on, you will not leave the bathroom without looking in the mirror. Well, you should be going to the bathroom more often because you should be drinking more water. And because you hardly ever drink water, you'll be peeing a lot because your bladder's the size of a nut. And as soon as you start drinking water and you keep doing it, you'll have to pee a lot. But it's like taking it to the gym, and you'll be able to drink more and more as time goes on. That's what you need to do. Okay? Well, you'll say what you want, but just look in the, like me, I just go, I got this. You know, I like to be the cool guy, right? Get the little kid out. Come on, do whatever you want. Just go, hey, gorgeous. You know, so I look in the mirror and I just go like this. You got this. Because every day, I look for a bigger challenge in my life. Hey, Lori? Every day, I look for something bigger. Bigger. Let's go to Mars. Let's do a lecture there. No, you know what I mean. But every day, I just want to do something bigger. Okay? All right. Every time you have a negative thought throughout the day, just go like this. So isn't that interesting? You give it attention, but you don't give it a lot. And you go, I'm everything. I'm amazing. My life is filled with joy. Do you see what I did? I gave it a little bit of attention, and then I went right back into the present moment. And I own it, right? Before bed, when you go to the bathroom to take your teeth out or brush them, okay? You're going to do bathroom mirror work. Repeat 10 times. Ready? Thanks for a beautiful day. I love you so much. And you're going to do it 10 times. And don't tell me, oh, I was in a hurry. You know what people say too? People will come in, and they'll come in for their session. And I'll go, where's your band? I didn't want to ruin it, so I took it off when I got into the shower. Their subconscious made them take it off. So you don't want to ruin something that's 10 cents. Right? Or my band broke. Well, then stop at the dollar store right away and put bands in your car, bands in your office, bands in your home, okay? And make sure you have lots of these pretty bands. And don't get ones with beads and boggles. Just get these, that's it. Keep it plain, keep it simple, okay? Now, before we go to sleep, 3 things you're grateful for the day. 3 things that you are grateful for that day. Really, it's really important. It's really important. Because what are you actually doing? And don't tell me you're talking to God, which you might be. But what you are doing is you're feeding your spirit. You're feeding your spirit. And it causes it to just flourish and rise. That's all you're doing. Here's some more light, spirit. Here's some more light. Okay? Okay. So 3 things you're grateful for the day. Last thought of the day. What is the last thought of the day? Do you know what you really want? What do you really want? So when you go to bed, what is it I really want? What is my passion? And then I want you to picture you already having that, doing that passion as you fall asleep. Okay? At the end of the 33-day Awakening Transformation System program, just looking at the love band, okay, or just kissing yourself, right, without thought will trigger the domino effect of I am. You just have to look at it. You're just going to be looking at it. You'll just accidentally go grab something and go, yeah. Okay? Or you'll just click and you're just going to reinforce it. Okay? All right. Mind mapping. Okay. You'll have to get on my Empower Hour. I don't want to get into that right now because we're running behind. Continue the Awakening Transformation System after the 33 days, just as it takes 9 months to birth a baby. In 9 months, I guarantee you that you'll have the new you. 33 days will give you the power and the realization that you can make a new reality map and that you have the power to change. In 9 months, I promise you, you will be done. You will be changed. And I'm telling you, when you take a look at where you live and who you're with, that might have changed too. And it may not, but if it hasn't changed, it will look much better and feel much better, okay? Make a conscious decision to continually talk to yourself, only that which you want, not what you don't want, what you wish to see. You listen, talking to yourself is very important, and answering yourself is very important. You know? Hi, beautiful. Hey, hi, beautiful. You know, get into it. Make it work, guys. Make this work, because you know what? You've been talking to yourself the whole time anyway, but you've been talking bad stuff. So why not? Your mind's always talking. Why not just replenish it, replace it, retrace it with all this stuff that's just going to make you everything you wanted to be anyways? Yeah.
The last one, did they give you different? Is it the same?
No. This is your party. This is your dream.
So
this
it
is.
doesn't have to be like something like, it could be like, I want to go to Bora Bora.
That's it.
Yeah. Okay.
And then you can see yourself in Bora Bora, because every thought that you have that is joyful is feeding your spirit. The last thought that most people have is, oh my God, I don't know, tomorrow I'm so scared about that job. Or, you know what, I just had that fight with my husband. I have to face him in the morning when we go to the bathroom. You know, this is the stuff. See? So now you're feeding programs into your subconscious that will set you free. Okay, all right. No, not your husband. No, you need to become stronger. You need to be able to get your subconscious to accept this program, because until your subconscious accepts this program, you're not going to be able to handle him not accepting the program. Okay? You know, if he was an accepting guy, I would still tell you not to do it for 33 days. And if he catches you in the bathroom, go, oh, this is what I'm doing to just bring more love into our lives, right? That's all. Become self-centered, decide to be insanely happy, and make a promise to yourself to always snap back to joy. You can do this, guys. This is not a big deal. Is it really that hard to love yourself? You know, if somebody said to you, you know what, do you want to know how to have the best life you'll ever have in your whole life? You only have to do one thing. What's that? Love yourself. Oh my God, no, I couldn't do that. When we align first, then take action, we will no longer need to mop up the mess. Always be grateful, show gratitude and appreciation. Emotion equals energy in motion. Only put energy into what is beautiful. Energy in motion. Emotions make up your personal guidance system. When you finally harness your subconscious, you will become the master of your emotions. You will no longer need alignment or lose your way. You will be the only way. Okay? When you update your map of reality, you will get to where you want to go. So let go, let it happen, and immerse yourself into the Awakening Transformation 33-day system. With the Awaken system, your new thoughts will easily root deep within your subconscious mind and become the predominant thought in your reality map. Whatever you think about the most becomes the predominant thought. So the thought about killing yourself no longer will be predominant. The thought about living and becoming everything. And people will say, oh my God, you look so healthy. Oh my God, you've lost weight. Oh my God, you just have this air about you. That's it. People are going to see the change. With the awakened system, your new thoughts will root deep into your subconscious and be the predominant thought. Gentle, loving baby steps, because guess what? Don't take on too much too fast. This is pretty gentle, isn't it? Gentle, loving baby steps on an emotional, physical, and spiritual level each and every day will allow you to live in joy and be the light for others to follow. I don't want to leave my family behind when I fall in love with myself. They will follow along. They will want a piece of it. They didn't know it was available. You were a family of misery. It's true. Everybody know Nikola Tesla? Okay. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe, there is only a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, that would be God, but I know that it exists. Okay, when we master the art of repetition, you will become the master of I am. And that's it. Thank you for coming.